time it is.
Yep, it's the
Underground
Underground Show.
Yeah, it is.
Show!
Yeah.
Little raccoon breath motherfuckers. What's happening, y'all? What's going on? Y'all is chilling with one of the best shows on the internet on YouTube. You're chilling with your boy LC Razz and my co-host.
Yep, Phat Tuesday. I thought you was gonna say my name. Don't just be like, and my co-host,
No,
okay?
because you gonna say your own name. Because we
Yeah,
got a
well, say
guest
it.
tonight.
Okay, well, make a bitch your word, cause
So we
I
got a
was like, well, he ain't trying to play me like he forgot.
Phat Tuesday shit. Phat Tuesday. But we got our guest in the building, man. Old school legend from the
Yeah,
legendary group Out of Order, King
yeah,
James, man. What's happening? How you doing
man.
tonight, my man?
What's happening? What's happening, man?
yeah.
2024. And you do know that, man. It's good to be alive, man. You know, I'm still living, man. So I'm trying to still create on this legacy, man. I hope to be a legend when I go though.
Hey,
Oh, man.
hey.
Hey, in my eyes, you already legend. All the things that you all did
Appreciate
in
it.
the Lou, man. You can't take that away from y'all. But we finna get right into the show. We finna get to this
Appreciate it.
intro. We finna go to an old cut before we get into the new cuts, because my man keep making music. But we gonna go to run to one of these old cuts right quick, and we finna get to the show. You is watching the Underground Show. Phat Tuesday
Yeah.
LC Razz. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Oh, my intro video ain't come on. What the hell is going on?
As hella
What
I'm
the fuck?
fucking weak.
What the fuck? I just put the damn thing on. But anyway, here we go.
Daryl Beats. Boy, this that crack. It's a 314 thing, you wouldn't understand. You hear me? Yeah, I mean? Sipping on Pino Grigio, looking at the chest cause I'm visual. Computer love cause it's digital. I just hit the smoke but don't miss the bowl. It's mystical. I might take a gold on these hoes and they doing no favors, baby. I hate your nigga was broke, couldn't cope and it made you crazy. Now you wanna make stress do too much, bitch say less. I don't wanna touch, could be roll it up like Mr. Big and contagious. Big faces, suitcases, transactions for that money back. Excuses are just useless. Where the rest of the cash just run me that. Put your trading this over 400 racks. Fucked it up and then you want it back. Put the hoes back on the track. You ain't too short, you ain't born to Mac. Niggas St. Louis want that cornerback and they thacked up and that shit's dead. And I put that on my nephew, cause I'm all in, so let's get bread. Leave your worries at the door. Don't niggas you think I got hoes. Low-key, I just wanna blow. Stress out in smoke circles, my life in smoke circles. Leave your worries at the door. Don't niggas you think I got hoes. Low-key, I just wanna blow. Stress out in smoke circles, my life in smoke circles. These niggas be acting so crazy up in this world. I only be rollin' with you cool, ain't tryna fuck your girl. I live it, I talk what I know, like the young say that's on God. I gotta be better than me as the day of the week and get weaker so hard. I do what I do for the purpose of proving the point to myself, I'ma make it. Develop a lot, but these devils, they running amok and then they come and take it. I never witnessed the niggas who doing more drugs and they was out pushing. To the monkeys who was watching out for KP, I tell them good looking. I'm putting my face in the game in the name of the money, ain't trying to be famous. I'd rather be wealthy and stacking some dollars than owning the company nameless. Instead of me shooting a brother, I put in the work and I make him an offer. Cause you get the game that I learned to keep you from burning, but it's gonna cost you, gonna cost you. Leave your worries at the door.
Yeah.
Don't niggas you think I got hoes. Low-key, I just wanna blow. Stress out in smoke circles, my life in smoke circles. Leave your worries at the door. Don't niggas you think I got hoes. Low-key, I just wanna blow. Stress out in smoke circles, my life in smoke circles. Premium octane, pressure but feeling fine. So let your seat back and let it stay recline. Hop in the fast lane, we're making good time. You can navigate where we going, never mind. Leave your worries at the door. Don't niggas you think I got hoes. Low-key, I just wanna blow. Stress out in smoke circles, my life in smoke circles.
I like that.
Oh,
Right on,
man.
appreciate
I like
it.
that.
Gratitude,
Ooh,
sister.
ooh, ooh, ooh. I like
That,
them
Smoke
smoke
circles, man.
circles.
that
Don't
album
blow
right
all that bull
there.
crap with the breeze. Let the bullshit blow with the breeze, man.
Yeah.
Let
That
nothing
album right
bother you,
there was the my album of the year that year. He had so many
man.
songs on that album. You
Appreciate you,
know what
King.
I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man.
So let's
That was
get down to it, man. Let's
Mhm.
get down to it. Everybody that's joining the live, share the live and everything. You got any questions you want to
Share that.
ask the questions? We will ask them. Man, this is legendary artist King James from the group Out of Order. Man, who gave y'all plenty jams. Now, I'm talking about plenty jams. All this
Yeah.
money, all this cash. Twerk
Work,
that
work
thing.
some, twerk some.
The St. Louis anthem gave you a lot of releases on that joint, man, and had a lot of great features like the Twister from
Oh yeah.
Chicago. Also had
It was
Lil
the big
Jon before he
boy.
straight blew up. You dig what I'm saying? A lot.
So hard from Crucial Conflict.
Oh, and Crucial Conflict. Man, go ahead, man. Tell us about the whole journey of Out of Order,
Yeah.
how y'all got together, and what type of legacy y'all left behind on Lou. Just give us the whole story, man. Start from the beginning, King James.
Oh man, we ain't got enough time on this podcast to go from the beginning. But I give it to you in a nutshell, though, man. You know, started out, you know, me personally, my name was KD back in the 80s, man. I started way back in the days when hip hop was still fun, you know, and I aspired to be a rapper, you know, like a lot of kids that grew up in the city on the north where I was coming up at, you know, it was a few options for brothers, you know. If you wanted to take the hip hop route or take the organized route, you would end up going to places like Matthew Dickey back in the days and, you know, participating in sports and all that stuff in the JFL and Corey League. But also we had an alternative life that was, you know, pimps, hustlers, and dope dealers and gang banging, you know, because St. Louis was one of those hubs, kind of like Little Rock, Arkansas. You know, when the movie Colors came out, it kind of, you know, and mixed with the crack epidemic that came and hit our neighborhoods, it kind of turned a lot of brothers off for the worse. So, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop kind of, to me, in the 80s was a life-saving vessel because that's what really took a lot of my time. And, you know, personally, that's how I built a lot of the relationships with people that I grew up around, you know, was through hip hop. I aspired to be like my big cousin, Chaos. Big shout out to Chaos. You know what I'm saying? He used to go by the name of MC Alana back in the days. We had a group called KPS, and that was Killer Poet Society. And, you know, this was, I guess, from the 86 to about, you know, 88, 89 period or whatever, you know, and I was really with that group, but I was like a child prodigy because everybody else was like 2 to 3 years older than me. So, you know what I mean? Like you said earlier before the show started, you know, it was always my dream to become this rapper and this rap star. So, you know, I took it very seriously. And, you know, by the time of hanging with them guys, 2 or 3 years, my older cousin, his homie, and my big brother, you know, I mastered the game of rap. So, you know, by the time they stopped rapping and doing it seriously, you know, it became my full-time hobby. So, you know, after so long, I turned my name into KP after Killer Poet Society. And that's how my name, you know, started out as KP. And fast forward, you know, went to junior high, you know, back in the 80s. And that's when hip hop was really cracking with the red, black, and green and, you know, NWA and Poor Righteous Teachers, you
X
know,
Clan, yeah.
Clan leaders of the new school, you know, Ghetto Boys, all these
Public
different groups
Enemy.
coming out, right? And you know, it influenced me to always want to make some type of group of collective because, like I said, back in the 80s, I was with a group, so I wanted to, you know, make another group, and I used the art of hip hop and the love of hip hop to make that group. Ran with a few dudes, and we turned the group into this group called Black Mafia, and Black Mafia snowballed into the Northside Coalition. And, you know, we wanted to change it from Northside Coalition because people thought it was on some gang shit, NSC, you know what I mean? So we wanted to have more, you know, a broad name. So we voted and we made the group name Out of Order. And that was, you know, I'm kind of speeding, you know, through my story, but that was in like 93 when we made the group name Out of Order. And, you know, when we came out of order, you know, it was me, No, Sham, and my man Jay Damage. And that's when we really made history because, you know, we started doing demos and getting out of St. Louis, going to Jack the Rapper, going to urban networks, getting out of the area. You know what I'm saying? We done went to California, got stuck, went to Atlanta, got stuck. You know, everywhere we done went, we done got stuck. I had to find a way to get ourselves back because, you know what I'm saying, we was just trusting our hearts and going blindly, actually. But the things that we learned on that travel and that journey, you know, is invaluable information today. You know, so that's pretty much how I got started. You know, we made a album called The Era of Tripolosis, and that was in '96, and it was for a record label out of California called FMC, and it was a soul singer named Andrew Buchanan who was scouting new talent. So they gave us a little underground deal. We signed our first contract, and they gave us time to do an album. So the album was called The Erythripalosis. We were supposed to release it in '96, but something went south with the deal. It didn't work out, and we was all bummed out thinking that we didn't wasted our time and our money because we wanted to get reimbursed, for all the money that we spent, because we maybe spent about $4,000. For us back in the days, we ain't had no money like that.
Right.
That was big money. Big shout out to my man D.O. Doty, who was our manager, because he came up with most of that cash, for us to do it. But long story short, that album wasn't for nothing because we used that album to make a deal with PD Wax Records. And that happened in '97, the following year. Me and Sham always used to go to the record stores and look through these albums, looking for production credit, studio numbers, trying to get hooked up. So we seen this one album. It was by this group called MOB, J Clip and AK. And that was PD Wax's first artists. And they came out and it was like a professional album cover. We saw the 314 number on there. So we was like, man, this made by St. Louis. I can't believe it. So, me and Sham, we got on it. We called and they was active. We talked to somebody, I think it was Wiz at the office at the time. And he had just set us up for an audition. We went down there, and we buzzed for PD. Prim Rogers, rest his soul. That's the executive producer of PD Wax Records and the founder of that. And, he fell in love with us on site. So he immediately started investing in us. He sent us on a show combo out there in Detroit. We opened up for the Dayton Family and Luke from 2 Live Crew. So that was like our first time, ever getting out of the city limits after going through the hustle of, local nightclubs, the Max, Saints Palace, the Underground, and all that old stuff, in the basement and doing different little jams locally. This was our first time being on a major stage, and I can't lie, Out of Order got addicted to Showtime when we did that, so the rest was like, let's get back in the studio. After we did those shows, we were so vaped out, like, damn, we living like rap stores. So they gave us a budget at PD Wax. They surrounded us with, the luxuries of always having the weed in the drink, the party environment, the tour bus, the promotional van. We had this van called the PD Wax van, and we used to hit all the projects, all the hoods in St. Louis. That's legendary. And we'll jump out and give them these little snippet tapes. And that's how we kind of promoted ourselves. So we did what they're doing on social media today, like dropping a whole bunch of plugs, for different groups that we were dropping. We kind of flooded them out like Master P, back in them days. And it led us to being able to get to the level where, we had talked to Twister. And Twister was like on the incline because he came out as tongue twister. And he did a little bit for the old school, but fell out. And at this time, he was ready to do the thing that he had did with Kanye West. But just before he got to that level, he did a song with us called Work Some, Twerk Some. And it was a real deal, man. Twister came to St. Louis, came by our spot, smoked out with us, tried to write his verse. He didn't finish his verse on the spot. But by the time we got to the studio, we was able to record that together. So it was a great experience to be able to be a younger artist looking up to Twister and wondering how did he put his boys down, and I was able to be there and see that. So it just naturally brings out the best in everybody. It's just a real fun experience, the first couple of years when we got signed to PD Wax Records, man. We toured, basically did a 40-city tour. We're able to go to the West Coast, East Coast, down south, even overseas. We went to Tanzania and Africa, man. We saw a lot of different things that four brothers from the neighborhood normally would never be exposed to, but because of the Budweiser What's Up tour that we was on, it afforded us the luxury of living like we was rap superstars. And I might say being the first true group from St. Louis that was able to break that barrier, because Nelly and the St. Lunatics kind of got separated. But on site, Out of Order was like a collective, 4-man team. And a lot of
Nelly and them, if I'm not correct, was after y'all, right?
Yeah, the Nelly got his record deal in 2000. When Nelly got his record deal in 2000, that kind of like broke the sound barrier. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in St. Louis was kind of like, damn, man, Nelly beat us to the punch. You know what I'm saying? But the St. Lunatics was actually through the 90s, they were competing with us, you know what I'm saying, as a group. Because we'd be doing the Palace and the Saints, you know what I'm saying, in the little local spots. And Out of Order at the time in the late 90s was just as popular as the St. Lunatics, if not more. But then once they got the national deal, it became more about Nelly, and the politics started to change. You know, the political climate of music in St. Louis as we knew it was basically no more. So it was basically like everybody started clout chasing. Everybody started being like, oh, you signed to a major record deal. You know what I'm saying? They weren't listening to just purely the music. So, you know, a lot of things changed. You know what I'm saying? No hating on nobody. But, you know, a lot of groups that had a lot of talent, not just speaking on Out of Order, but they fell to the wayside. A lot of them, you know, didn't get over that because of the commercial, you know, appeal that they had to have, and just not knowing what the industry is today. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of birthed in 2000. You know what I'm saying? Kind of making industry package ready music versus hip hop, you know, which is organic, coming from the hood and coming from the heart.
Man, that's some real shit. So, before you go, hold on. Before you go, let's go back now. Let's go back because I know it was a short. You made a long story very short.
It's a lot, bro. I need a
Trust me.
documentary, man. We've been talking about it, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get on ahead. We're gonna have to do this documentary right quick.
Right.
But let's go back to the first drug days, the crack epidemic days, and as you was referring to how St. Louis was like Little Rock, basically a
Yeah.
hub. And what I want to let the people understand, with the younger viewers, what have you, a hub basically is that a lot of people migrated from the East Coast or West Coast or what
Oh
have you
man,
to
we
sell
had
all their
real life
dope.
game bangers, man.
Yeah,
You
to
know, like
sell
that
all their
story
dope.
Ice Cube said in '91.
Yeah,
You know, a lot of people from California was actually flying here, and you
right,
know, one of the
right.
first LA hoods was established, Fofo Bud. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Fofo
So
Bud.
a lot of people from
True
South
that.
Central came down
Right
here,
down
and
here.
and and since the '80s, really, the
Yeah,
20th, the Dub, what they call the Dub, that's always
Dub.
been connected with
Right.
19th Street Crips
But let
and
me
a whole
finish
bunch of
though.
different organizations. You know
But
what I'm
let me
saying?
finish because,
Bloods
like
as
I was
well.
saying, it also
And not to
started.
sleep on the GDs, because GDs has always had a stronghold in St. Louis.
Right. True
So,
that.
you know, it went from Northside Posse, Southside Posse,
Posse.
Westside Rockers to
Yep.
Rolling 60s to
The Killers.
Beam Street to
BODs. All
Inglewood,
that
the
shit.
BODs,
Yeah.
Rainbow Dorsey, and all them,
Yep.
Snowboy, you know,
Yep.
all these different factions. But, you know, that's just our generation, because you got to always remember Jerry Lewis Bay, remember Fast Bobby Woods, Tommy
Right.
Tucker, all those OGs who started in Pruitt Argo, because it really wouldn't have happened unless they already had us, you know, connected with that international drug trade, because really
Right.
that's what it's
And that's
always been
that's
about.
that's what I was getting to, is the drug trade with the
Yeah.
gang and stuff like that. Because when you come to St. Louis, anytime in the middle, you can
Yeah.
make more money
The
off
gateway.
what you're making. You dig what I'm
It's the
saying?
gateway, man. You know what
Basically.
I'm saying? Like they
Right.
did back in the Lewis Clark days. You know, they go down that river, man. And that's like from coast to coast, LA to Chicago. If you want to break something in, you get it past that arch. And you just spread through the whole town. You know what I'm saying? That's why the middle of the madness, we call it the Midwest, is probably the most important place in the country, because in the end times, they already telling us to head to the hills of Missouri. And if you want to come here, you can pretty much be like anything you want, because we absorb the East, the West, and the South. You know what I'm saying? So it's really no definitive way to say what is a St. Louis sound or what is a Midwest sound, because it's made up of so many different things. You know what I'm saying? We got the South heavy down here. You know what I'm saying? But we also got a lot of people that's influenced by the East and the West Coast as well. And a lot of foreign connections, big Chinese connections here. You know what I'm saying? So it's deeper than what we really talk about. You know what I'm saying? But hip hop has always been my way to express myself, and I've always pledged myself to be able to stay true to it, so I can continue to use it as a vehicle that it is a life-saving vessel, even for these young kids. They co-opt hip hop today to make it just be about trash and just be about low vibrational things. But if we use hip hop as a tool, we can continue to make jobs in the neighborhoods. We can continue to teach our kids how to have their own mindsets and be entrepreneurial spirited and think like capitalists and not just like consumers.
So from the crack epidemic that you pushed through, how was you able to push through there with no with no clips or nothing? How was you able to push through that? Not only with the music, because I know music help, but
Oh
it's
yeah.
much more to push through, because you're pushing through gangs. You know what I'm saying? This is
Yeah,
a
man. Well,
terrible time in St. Louis.
not to incriminate the guilty, you know what I'm saying, but it was really no way to stay absolutely absolved from it. You know what I'm saying? We took the worst of it and the best of it, but the best parts about the game was the hustle acumen. And I was able to, make myself relevant by being able to do the music that the hustlers was listening to. You know what I'm saying? Even running with a street organization that I'm connected with. I was always more or less an honorary member because they saw that I had so much potential. So if I'm growing and developing in a proper way, then let's stop you from having to go knock over a liquor store or go sell this pack or hit a quick lick right quick, just to make yourself relevant in the neighborhood. So I was more or less on the ambassador tip. And through the hip hop music, if I would say the guys that ran with me, a lot of us was still in the streets. A lot of us was still part of the game, but the ones that went with hip hop, they still living and alive today and thriving. The guys that wasn't really messing with the rap and the hip hop scene, they went all the way, and they neither dead or locked up, man. That's why I work in prisons today, because my heart bleeds for them young brothers that didn't get hip hop and didn't get some kind of spirituality or some kind of lesson in their lives, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the crack epidemic was just synonymous with hip hop. That's what hip hop was birthed out of. You know what I'm saying? The smack, the depression, the redlining. The creation of the projects is all synonymous with hip hop.
So all right. So now let's move forward. What you got before I go on? Matter of fact, let me give a couple shots out, man. Young Teezy, Bama 100. What's going on? Big Barley
What's
on.
up, y'all?
What's going on? Rolanda Jones, Young
Yes,
Teezy,
sir.
Clout Boy, Lakeisha Chosen, and Demetria Brooks. What's up, young lady?
Oh, wow.
Sherry
Peace and
White.
They
blessings.
is in her. Hey,
Uh,
y'all.
before you ask the
Peace and
question, man,
What's
blessings.
happening? Thank you for coming through.
Young Teezy say, what's new for the label? What will you bring different? What will you bring different? Know that you are more educated in the business side.
Right. Well, cognitive dissonance was the first offering. And cognitive dissonance, I think I made in the time portal because they're just not getting hip to what cognitive dissonance is. I hear it a lot as a buzz phrase even today in the new year, people talking about cognitive dissonance. Big shout out to my cousin Willie D and the artist D1. They had a little section where they were talking about it. But that's really what's up. People got to choose sides today. You know what I'm saying? We can say that we want peace in the neighborhood, and we can say that we want our young girls to grow with great role models and structure. But if we are producing only the music that demigrates or break them down, then we becoming hypocrites at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You can't serve two masters. So as we get older, we got to be mature as artists, and give them a blend. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with all the ratchetness because the hood do have ratchet elements, but it's the time and the season for everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more on that. I ain't trying to preach, but I'm trying to teach. You know what I'm saying? Because while I'm on this earth, it's basically, you got so much time to do things. So what I want to be remembered is for a brother that's talking about thinking progressively going forward with my music, using my music as a vehicle. The music is going to get me into the acting. The music is going to get me into the business room. The music is going to keep me alive and think about longevity, man. I ain't trying to leave a pretty corpse, man. I'm trying to leave a big, impactful legacy.
Tuesday, what you got?
Questions.
Go.
So many questions. Okay.
It's your floor, honey.
So you said something that really caught my attention. You said something about that you did work in the prisons. What is it that you do in the prisons? Are you like a prison guard? You do it? Like, what is it that you do?
Well, in my day job, man, I work for an organization, a nonprofit that affords me the opportunity to be able to work with the Department of Correction and the Bureau of Prisons to be able to go inside and do these classes that are life skills classes, a program called Save Our Sons Reentry Program.
I've heard of that.
So I'm able to go on the inside and expose brothers that's on their way to come out to be able to get home plans, establishing them with rental support, establishing them with that mentorship part, because it's about, getting the institutionalized mindset defragged and broken down. We must dismantle the prison mindset. before we
Yeah.
could go forward. So, you know, I feel like connecting them with some real tangible resources, that real true brotherly love that we've always been about. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody that's from the street, you know, and from the gangs, they knew that brotherly love is really what made those gangs stay as long as they did. You know what I'm saying? But we got to redirect it and not be gangsters, but be more on growth and development. So me being able to do that, I've been able to help hundreds of brothers, you know, put their lives back together. You know, some being in the pen as long as 30 and 40 years and get their first job through the program that I work at. So, you know what I'm saying? It's been a wonderful give back. You know what I'm saying? All the things that I talked about as a kid, you know, when you grow up, you put away childish things, man. You begin to be an asset in your community and just be what a man is supposed to be in the community.
As you should.
Yeah.
As you should.
Because they striking us out. Truth be told, the less we know, the more that they can control us. You know what I'm saying? So we not learning and we're not educating our minds. And I mean, what are we here for? You know, so it's enough bullshit rappers. I just, you know, if you hear KP, you know, just know that I got a message to everything that I do. You know, Cognitive Dissonance was my first album. I dropped that in 2020. I created it maybe in 2018, but you know, it was the right time to drop it during the COVID pandemic. But my next offering is an album that I call The Sunny Side, because, you know, to me, it's a new day and it's a new year. So I want to bring about some new energy.
Well, that was the album of the year of that 2020. If y'all ain't heard that album, like, you know, my album of the year, my bad, I just busted in her question, her floor right quick. But when I say
You
album of
fine.
the year,
It happens
album
all
of
the
the year
time.
has a whole vibe to it. Number one.
Right on,
Number
brother.
two, it has so many different components to it. You dig what I'm saying? You're not hearing the same thing. You're not hearing the same messages. You're not hearing the same bullshit. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
You're going here, 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 here. Every time you hear a different song, it's on a different level, doing something different. You dig what I'm saying? That's
Yes, sir.
just a lot of creativity where ain't nothing sounding the same. Where you hear now a lot of albums, you just, if you hear that song, shit, the next 5 songs
Here's
sound just
one you
like
done
that
heard
goddamn.
them all.
Sound just like that damn song, so that's boring. But you know, go ahead, Phat Tuesday. But that was my
Oh no,
album of
no,
the
no.
year.
You're fine. You're fine. Go ahead. Y'all good.
And rest in
What's
peace
up,
to my
Kevin
brother
Porter?
Acula, man, from the record Spill No More that I did. You know, he passed away. You know what
Oh,
I'm
rest in
saying?
peace.
You know what I'm saying? And that song right there was real special to me, you know what I'm saying? And we never did get to do the video, but I want to do something in memory of him. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep on working together, D, in the future and try to put something together. You know, pay respect to those that we lost. Because there's a lot of us that didn't make it, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of hip-hop pioneers from St. Louis, you know, that people forget about, like Silk Smooth, DJ King Odie, you know, Charlie Chan, DJ Cut, G Wiz, you know, Ram Rilla, Ram Love, you know,
Ram Love, yeah.
Just Black, you know, Night Owl. It's a lot of them,
One
man.
man stand.
Dre, you know, the 24 Scientists. You know, I got to give it up to the Midwest Adventures. There's a whole bunch of them that really don't get, you know, a lot of credit. But I'm one of those dudes that'll sound like a sucker if I just say everything started with me. So I would urge the younger generation to look back in order to go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget where you come from. Pay homage to those that built the steps that you're walking up.
I understand. That's a good message. So what is life like for you now versus what it was then, and do you miss it? Like, do you have any regrets? Like, if you can go back,
Hell nah.
like what was life like on the road for you? You said y'all been to Africa and
Man.
Tanzania and Botswana. Like,
Yeah, we was wild. We was
uh,
wild. Unfortunately, a lot of them days are a blur for me because I was heavily intoxicated, getting high, drinking, trying different things. Man, I was 23, 24. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost 50 now.
wow,
So you know what I'm saying? We did it before social
you
media.
looking good.
Appreciate you. We did it, you know, before social media. So we don't have a lot of the evidence other than these old high 8 videos, which I managed to still be able to keep. You know, I like to archive my music, so I do have a lot of stuff from that era, you know, but it was just basically like learning for the first time, getting out of St. Louis and realizing that the world was much bigger than what we thought. You know, being able to be comfortable, being different, you know, because I think a lot of times living in St. Louis, it's so close upon each other that people forget the unique differences is what really makes this world go around. And a lot of times we all want to sound just alike. We want to dress alike. We want to look alike. We want to, sex the same type of people. And it turns to this copycat generation, and the music is really starting to reflect it.
Oh,
So,
most definitely.
I want to offer some balance to that. That's really what it did. It broadened my horizons. It opened my eyes and, made me be able to communicate better with different people. Going to Africa was a real big eye opener because everything that we really think in the Western world is totally opposite in the East. You know what I mean? And a lot of things that we glorify here, we'd be ashamed to glorify it if we ever went over there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's basically like it's not looked at as the same thing. We looked at as caricatures when we always talk about the worst elements of our neighborhood. It's beautiful things in the inner city, yet all we talk about is the trap, the trenches, the dope, the bitches, the hoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just got to get a better global image, man, because that's really the key to us coming up as a people is making other people believe that we are more than just the entertainment.
Okay. Okay.
I hope that answers. I'm a philosopher.
It does. It does. It answers that. It
For
answers.
sure. But yeah, I'm just excited about the year. I'm excited about doing new music. I want to get back out there and do more shows. I was just at this little hip hop 50th thing that we did at the Missouri Historical Society at the museum the other week. And that was a great adventure to be able to do that for the family fun, be able to see kids come out, be safe, ain't nobody get drug out, ain't nobody get beat the fuck up or shot. Just have a good time, you
It
know,
is St. Louis.
I mean,
real,
for real,
real
It
cuz
time,
will
man. You know
nah,
what I'm
that
happen.
saying?
shit that shit get old. No, for real, cuz
They
Hey,
that
don't
shit
give a
that shit
fuck.
dead,
get
man.
old. You know what I'm saying? You
Believe
It's
want to
getting
that.
bring the
weird, man.
kids
It's getting
out.
weird when you can't be around your own folks
You know what
without
I'm
worrying
saying?
about
You
that.
want to enjoy
Yeah.
yourself. You don't want to get fucking shot at. You want to make it back to
Right.
the crib. And that
Exactly.
shit get
Man.
fucking old. I
Shit
don't
pop
give a
off
fuck
way
who you
too quick
are,
out
how
here.
grown you is, that shit get old. Before I
Yes,
let you
sir.
go though, let me ask you a question. A
Yes, sir.
young teaser say, why is having ownership of your masters very important?
Man, well, having ownership of your masters is very important because of the publishing aspect, because of the intellectual property of it, to be able to monopolize and monetize your situation. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't own the masters, then really you can't replicate it. You can't license it because all the money today is now in the sync licensing and being able to get placements on like major Netflix productions and in the film world. You know what I mean? You got to think outside of the bubble. So to be able to monetize yourself, you must own your masters. That's the first step to being able to have a building block in the game. And the only problem with owning the masters, if you do make it something, is that you got to be careful because the people that do own their masters, you can just think about Sam Cooke, you think about Prince, you think about Michael Jackson, even R. Kelly. Just think what all of they got in common. When you own
Yeah.
your masters, you become a target. So, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like I heard somebody say, I don't want to be too rich in this game. Because
What
once you
you
get over like the $7 to $10 million range, you on the radar. So, you know what I'm saying? What's the point of gaining the world to sell your soul? Be able to help those that are in meek situations, but you want to monetize yourself to where you don't ever have to struggle again. But greed is really what, a lot of people participate in and they fall off, because once you come out, you make your big record, but you can't reproduce a thriller. You can't
Right.
reproduce a country grammar. You know
right.
what I'm saying? You can't top your biggest record. And that's what a lot of these artists they come out and try to do. So you just got to make it count, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything you do, make sure that you own that and be able to take off as much as you can at first bite.
Cool.
All right, Phat Tuesdae.
I'm
You know.
cool. Go ahead.
Oh well, so all right, now let's get to the group. Now let's get to
Right.
the before Nelly thing. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
as you was
yeah.
talking about, the politics and everything. What's up, Cairo Kid? We was talking about the
What's up,
politics and
Cairo?
everything.
Big politics.
So what happened from after that great album, that legendary album? What happened after that, and why wasn't a follow up album? What was the things going on after
Right,
that,
because
and
I
what
saw that.
transpired?
Y'all did only have like one album, but it
We
had
had
19
singles.
tracks. That's a lot of tracks. I mean, compared to 'cause we just had a submission like a couple of weeks ago. I
Yeah.
think what he had like what 15,
We had about
16
18 or
tracks.
19 joints on it on that
Yeah,
album.
y'all definitely had it was 19
But the
tracks.
killer is we did about 60 of them. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Out of Order was like the Tupac of the game, man. We were fast. We were self-contained. You know what I mean? We didn't need a lot of money for our imagery. We wasn't on no pretty boy shit. We was really more grittier than Lunatics and Nelly.
Yeah, because y'all were called gangster rappers.
Well, that's what they called it.
That's
But
what
you know
they
what I'm
call
Yeah,
it,
saying?
right?
what
We was
genre
hood. We was
rap
just
would you
hood.
have called it?
I would have called it like hood reality rap.
Hood
You know what I'm
reality rap.
saying? Yeah, it was hood
Okay.
reality rap. Cause just like I'm speaking to you with a spiritual compass, I've never not been this dude. I've always been an intelligent hoodlum. I've always been that brother. I was the Sharif in the gang. You know what I'm saying? If anybody woke up on the set, I woke up first. And
Mhm.
if you call, you could fake it all you want and think you're gonna do what you want in your heart. But the most high God always orders your steps. So we
Mhm.
evolve spiritually as a group. So us being conscious, we not only listen to Snoop Dogg, Dogg Pound, and the gangster rap, NWA, and all of that, but we also listen to Goody Mob, Outkast, Witch Doctor,
Hey, now that
Poor
was my
Righteous
people.
Teachers. You know what I'm saying?
That's my
Souls of
shit.
Mischief. We were very well rounded and well versed with hip hop. So Out of Order was called Out of Order because of that. Nobody really could touch us because we didn't really have no boundaries. We could really do any style. We would have been a better ally with anybody else that came out of St. Louis than against. So we
Right.
never
So
really,
so what
you know.
exactly did happen though? Like why did it not happen?
Well, it's record company rule number 4080. They always shady. You know what I'm saying? They found a few members in our group. They went out to New York. We had like a 2.5, $3.5 million deal on the table for 2 singles to be produced by my group. But that was thwarted because PD Wax was looking for the Master P, the cash money deals. Because at that time P&Ds were blowing up. But they were really just trying to sign my group for a single deal, and because we were already signed to a label, they kind of put the politics in. It's like, well, no, we ain't gonna let them do that. You got to sign my whole group. You got to sign my whole label. So a lot of them passed, and it took us too long because we needed a lawyer to get out of the contracts. So in the record industry, if you got 3 months, that it takes for you to get up the money to get you an entertainment lawyer to get some representation, that's like a year in the game. And we missed out on that small window to get a significant deal. So fast forward, as the Lunatics started going through their problem, and you started seeing the conflict that happened with the St. Lunatics and Nelly back in the day, talking about, well, damn, you didn't put that much money into the Lunatic budget, but they shoving Nelly down y'all throat. The record industry began to change because they started seeing that, damn, look, G Unit broke up, Lunatics want to break up. We don't want no more groups. We need solo acts. In
Yeah.
comes Chingy. You know what I'm saying? So that's how Chingy ended up benefiting from that 30, 40 city tour that Out of Order did, meeting all those people in the industry, from Salim Boaz to Shaka Zulu to Lear Cohen and all the major hitters. Violet Brown, you know what I mean?
Hold on,
And
hold on, hold on. Let's hold on. So you saying that before the Chingy, that Chingy went on tour with y'all and met
well,
those people?
the last leg, he would kind of do little things in the area. He didn't go on tour with us. Nelly
Okay,
was on
okay,
tour with us.
okay,
This was just before Chingy and them was really on the national stage. Chingy was like with Without Warning, I believe,
okay.
at the time of Three Strikes, one of those groups he was with. We always knew of Chingy because of our manager Doty, who was cool with Mookie from 49 Beacon. So they had 49 Productions, you know what I'm saying? So that's how we knew about Chingy and Theft Squad and all these other rappers, from the hood.
No.
Yep.
So, so the PD Wax deal don't fall through.
Nope.
What happens after this? We was looking for this deal. We was the hottest group at this point. We put a lot of people on. What
And
happened
right,
after
I
that?
like it when you do it right there. you know what I'm saying? We did a whole like comeback album almost. Out of order got about, I say about 12 to 13 tracks that was done right after that time period of leaving PD Wax Records so we could make a comeback. But like I said, the politics of them looking for a solo act, Sham ended up getting with Zoe. You know what I'm saying? These the homies and shit to this day. Sham's my cousin. But you know what I'm saying? We wasn't homies at the time because we felt like they undermined us by taking a duo deal when at first we were like a 3-man thing. It was myself, Zoe, and Sham doing the track stores. But you know, it's always about the money. It's always about cutting down the fat. So they were able to get a deal on the table through Shaka Zulu and Barry Hankerson, you know, that got that deal with Capitol that ended up using Chingy, the Powerball, the Jackpot album.
Jackpot.
A lot of those records that was on Jackpot, we worked on, you know, as a group without an order. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened, man. You know what I'm saying? We missed that golden opportunity. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of my group took it hard. You know what I'm saying? People didn't want to do it no more. They took the fun out of it. You know, when it ain't fun, you don't really want to do it, man. You know, real hip hop.
It's all stressful. It's
yeah,
all
it turned into a job.
So do y'all still keep in contact? Y'all still keep in touch?
Of course.
Where are they now?
But of course, man, we go to each other's families' funerals. We family. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than the rap. It's just not, everybody's not gonna be rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not even the oldest one in my group. So a lot of my guys just, you know, grew up. They don't, you know, really live the lifestyle where they could go on tour or where they could commit to doing albums. Cause it took so much out of us. We've been rapping since we was kids. You know what I'm saying? And through our adult life, we missed out on going to college. We missed out on, you know what I'm saying, establishing ourselves at these companies and being almost poised for retirement because we chose the lifestyle of being a hip hop artist. So, you know, it's all in the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't regret anything. If I had a chance to do it all over again, I probably wouldn't. I just cherish what happened.
No, that's real shit. So
no, come on now. You mean to it wasn't fun in there nowhere, like where you wouldn't just be like, I could pick if I could pick and choose. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. Come on now.
It was fun, but the most fun part to me was doing the music. You see what I'm saying? Because the lifestyle with it, you know what I'm saying? We was partying and bullshitting, you know, having a lot of sex. But as you grow up as an OG, you probably gonna want to eat more than you're gonna want to have sex. So there was young man activities, you know what I'm saying? That was really fun for us. Today, I would rather see myself being able to say, damn, I stacked some money behind it now. See, we was going on tour. We was going all over the world, but we weren't getting paid for those shows. But a lot of our managers and our handlers, they was getting checks. They was taking home bags of money. You know what I mean? And then when you ask about, damn, where my check at? Well, didn't y'all eat Waffle House every night? Didn't y'all have a gallon of Hennessy every time you was smoking weed? Didn't we provide y'all a sack? Didn't y'all get those groupies? Didn't we put y'all in some nice shoes and buy y'all outfits for every show y'all did? Did y'all stay in a hotel?
So basically, it was like pimpery.
Basically, pimps and hoes. That's the industry.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. You don't need to touch no money. We just gonna give you everything you need.
Man, I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing.
Make the money. I got you.
Yeah, so as a grown man, no, that ain't fun no more.
Well, no, that shit don't even sound good.
Yes, it glitters on the outside, but it's shit on the inside. Yeah. And, you know, I tell everybody that, you know, I love the fact that we experienced what we experienced. We seen some of the most famous stars. I was on a tour with DMX. We met Tupac.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? We partied with Black Rob. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the real people that came up in the game. Ice Cube, we brought him to St. Louis a couple of times. So I would never trade that in. But at the same respect, you know, I lost a lot of time on my personal life, you know, trying to stack and make it make sense. And a lot of brothers I urge, don't waste your time. You know what I'm saying? You could jump around that stage, but like you said, if you don't got no ownership or you don't got no contract on, I'm getting paid for this amount of songs and this is what it's going to be, then, you know what I'm saying? You're just wasting time for real, you know?
Do you feel, because I always feel like this because I'm gonna get to some more questions. This is gonna lead to that though. But do you feel if they went on and signed the group? Because as you say, y'all was the street. It wasn't like the
Man,
commercial stuff. You dig what I'm
I'm
saying?
glad we
Like,
ain't, I'm glad we ain't get
even
signed.
I was talking, I just had
Mm-mm.
the interview with Chemo, whole nine, they were street. You dig what I'm
Yep.
saying? Those
Me
that
and
didn't
Sham
make it to
produced
that.
their first thing.
So when what I'm asking you, if they would have let like you all in, do you
Yeah.
think it would have been a gap in the St. Louis as far as hits and as far as artists, you know what I'm saying, getting known? Regardless, I
I
ain't talking about because
uh-huh.
the now the battle rap is really what brought St. Louis back to a little light, and now we got
Yeah.
the second red thing. But what do you think it would have been a gap if they would have let some of the harder street groups in? What do you think?
Yeah, no, I don't think it would have been such a gap. But what I do think is, I think it would have diversified what you were bound to get from St. Louis. I think it would have made a way for more different artists to be able to come out. Versus when Nelly did his thing, he was so pop and so like gift shopish that everybody started mimicking Nelly. Everybody a singy, songy style or whatever, trying to sound, as pop as they can. But what I do think personally about my group, man, we was unadulterated. A lot of things that we were doing back in the days, we was running with real gangs. We all of us kept pistols. All of us was into a whole bunch of bullshit. So I feel like, man, we probably would have went out like Tupac and Biggie. It would have probably been too much. You know what I'm saying? I always look like in reflection of that, I had to grow up. I wasn't always this mature dude, you know what I'm saying? And neither was the people that I was rolling with. A lot of the people were still in the street. So if we would have got access to that much, man, I see a lot of people go down right now. One foot on the street and the other foot on the industry. You can't serve two masters.
But do you think it would have been a gap?
When you say a gap, what you mean? Explain
The
that.
gap, from after everybody sound like you say, and like I say. Well, I'm just gonna say like I say. After the little nursery rhyme, the little commercial shit that they was looking
Cornball.
for in St. Louis, after that
Mm-hmm.
after that was over, it wasn't shit really coming out of St. Louis big that you heard. Like
Because
nothing.
it killed us. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
and that's what I'm saying, the gap. That's
Anytime you
the
use
gap I'm
pop,
talking about.
though, anytime you use pop to get on, it becomes a novelty act. It gets dated right then and there. It no longer has that relevance that you need to be able to have shelf life to where you could play this pop act from 20 years ago and it still rock just like it rocked when it first came out. You gotta base it off some real core, hardcore shit, because if you want real niggas to be the sound, you gotta get real niggas to make the sound. You know what I'm saying? So what basically Nelly, no diss to him,
No, no
but what
this.
his brand of music did for St. Louis really didn't help us because it made a lot of people think they knew us and they really didn't.
And that's when you had all the commercial songs, and no diss to to none of them because we
Nobody.
love
It's
that.
all St.
But
Louis.
I always say we needed those hard. I always say this is what I say. Fuck what you talking about. We hear what you talking about, but we saying the same thing. I always say if we had some hard groups, it wouldn't have been no gap because everybody went to dance. Rest in peace, Huey. But
I knew your ass was
Rocket.
thirsty.
I mean,
You
we
sit there
even
licking the shit out
Stevie,
your lips.
even
I was like,
Man,
what
on
the
my
fuck?
LL shit, drying in the mother.
You're like, why I just
What's
don't
up,
get no
Gemini
water?
Tito?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really do feel it, and I always
We
say,
talking about some serious shit, man. I always get dried out when I talk about this type of
He was
stuff.
getting the pookie around the outside. They get on the
Yeah.
ladder.
Hey, keep it funky with me. Thank you, baby. Keep it funky with me. But on some real shit, I just feel like, hip
It's
hop,
really Raz's fault. He ain't giving us no
it,
break. We need a break so people can go to the bathroom and drink water and shit clearly.
it's evolved so much though, y'all. We got to do our part. You know what I'm saying? That pop stuff is okay, but we must let the underground. Like y'all show's called The Underground. I'm glad it's around because it gives a platform to those. So just so we can provide the dynamic. We ain't here to stop nobody, but you damn sure ain't finna stop us.
let's go to a break, y'all. I see they need to do something because we
Yeah.
still got
Right.
a lot to
Let
talk
me let me
about.
get my
Because
pookie
I'm
together.
limping
I
and
got
I gotta pee and I gotta walk
y'all.
upstairs. And
Uh
my
Y'all hear
oh.
this?
bladder ain't
Y'all hear this? This
strong
the
like that.
underground show. Y'all hear this shit? Y'all know
So,
what's going on here?
Let me get my chalky whites together.
right, okay, because you know, look, he's about to lick the skin off his lips. I'm like, oh, he thirsty. Like, I know he thirsty in the moment. You need some water. Like, you just like,
Yeah,
excuse
boy,
me.
y'all going in.
This the Underground Show. We gonna get in a break.
For
You
sure.
going to
We gonna get to a
hell.
couple songs and we'll be right back, y'all. Let's get it. This some new KP. Let's get it.
I'm feeling like winning cause I've been losing bad. So many come with excuses, I can't be using that. So here's a list of some actions you should restrain from. Number 1 is self-hating cause it's plain dumb. And number 2 is being jealous of another. If your insecurities stop you from helping out a brother or a sister who's in need. Overconsumed with greed to fabricating your game. It gotta be number 3, so from my feet to my fitted. Hustle, seek and go get it. Number 2, don't be a quitter. Never cease and desist it. To make it freeze like a blizzard. I'm slaying heat up committed. Deep in your heart, you know you chicken shit. Those streets are reveal it. I pop like grease in the skillet. Baby G's in the village. Youngins say they got that gas, and when it's decent, you feel it. But when it's boo boo, I smell it like Bill. I don't inhale it. Half of the world is illiterate. People barely can spell it. So if the streets can't sell it, dog, I can't help you. Cause I'm dealing in doty. I'm pushing nothing but pressure. Pipe up. Ain't fucking with low key. I'm turned. Put the oven on 600 and you will get burned. My hustle ethic is second to none. Get it cause you never knew where your blessings come from. Don't hate me cause the people label me the golden one. The way I heat it daily gotta be the smoking guns. You can catch me rolling one. 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 Burning my problems away in ashtrays. Don't be poking fun. Just know that you can catch me rolling one.
Taste by 99, still grinding Cinderella. Can't even feel the rain, they scheming on the weather. I just see the sky, can't sell me no umbrella. Sell me no umbrella. Can't sell me no umbrella. Feasting on the break, still fasting on the cheddar. Fuck banana woods, I'm rolling up bananas. And if you're rolling hemp, you're only rolling better. Only rolling better. You're only rolling better.
Flashing lights, city lights, a moral life. We live 'em bright from the day to the night. St. Louis ain't rap tight. These niggas losing their life cause they jeans been too tight. But I'm DTF, not DTF. So if you come with that F shit, then you D for death. I make some money and go. Let these hoes be hoes. Smoke some weed with a freak. Real hitters know me. I'm strategic as fuck, so I barely be effing up. But if I did, so what? Cause players be effing up. I'm in the cut like a booty hole. Never been penetrated. Keep it with me so much. My niggas say I'm constipated. My dudes so underrated, but got nothing to prove. This is it, like Paul Pierce. Facts, the truth. We make moves, making a move. Snoozing your loss. What's good when wings stop without the lemon pepper sauce?
My hustle ethic is second to none. Get it cause you never knew where your blessings come from. Don't hate me cause the people label me the golden one. The way I heat it daily gotta be the smoking guns. You can catch me rolling one. 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 Burning my problems away in ashtrays. Don't be poking fun. Just know that you can catch me rolling one. I'm always gonna be dope, dope, dope. 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 No matter what the season, the era or the century, as long as I'm breathing, whenever they mention me, I'm always gonna be dope, dope, dope. I'm always gonna be dope, dope, dope. I'm always gonna be. There was one said by a man who couldn't quit. I died damn fool if I don't make another hit. So I promised all my people I would do it for the click. So if you see me getting money, then St. Louis in this bitch. Rolling thicker than a slicker from the bottom, I'm a flipper. Got the OnlyFans page, she's a private party stripper. If you tipper, you might get to hear the sound of a zipper. Kill the wild, call the cops, I don't care if you're different. Cause I'm focusing my dope with me, my coke is clean, my dose of be breaking things. I'm milking things, but I make these speakers smoking breeze. I'm opening, no truck is on this dope is what I'm supposed to bring. I hope you know what I'm trying to show me, no focusing. You looking at history, futuristic in the present, legendary. Osis to click, not in no cemetery. This is that top grade, if it ain't this, then you got played. Bitch ain't no plays, play what you weigh, cause I'm always gonna be dope, dope, dope. I'm always gonna be dope, dope, dope. Watch me get it gone, I got money on the way. Watch me double back, I be counting up racks. Dead bodies in my dinner, man, I keep a strap. Free my rollies out the pen, whipping girl with the fin. I'm just trying to whip a Benz, double back and do it again. All these racks up in my jeans, real nigga in my jeans. Solid, ain't no in between. Spin a block, I'm serving fiends. My block hot, feeling like hell. I'm moving packs in, some come up in the mail. I'm with your chick, I coming up Murph. I'm from the west, but step with the south. Club on the east, and I'm thugging on the north. Gang shitting on these niggas, I'ma need a pull up. Lifting all these money bags, it feel like pull ups. I'm a 80 baby, don't get rocked away. I'm ballin' on these niggas, you can't handle the rock this way.
No matter what the season, the era or the century, as long as I'm breathing, whenever they mentioning me.
Man, I thought we was friends.
Yo, I told you, it's never personal, B. Friends is friends. This is business.
In a city full of ghosts and goblins, don't stop, nigga, keep on mobbing. Don't talk no lip, nigga, we ain't on shit, but if you do, nigga, then we squabbing. With the hands of the heat, I'm a motherfucking beast, y'all ain't on what I'm on. You keep your live cracking while I wait outside your home. And I ain't got no candy, just these tacos, take your top off. And when I pop off, I'm taking tops off this hot sauce and jalapeno. Nigga, you know the way that we go. And these two niggas with me, they my brothers, not amigos. We shining like some soul glow. Nah, bro, I don't want your hoe. We just like to kick it, have a drink, and maybe smoke. I'm always gonna be dope. I'm always gonna be dope. And haters gonna be haters, so let these hoes be hoes.
No matter what the season, the era or the century, as long as I'm breathing, whenever they mentioning me.
Y'all know what time it is. The Underground Show with your boy LC Razz. I told y'all all month going into the new year, we just getting on St. Louis history. You know what I'm saying? It's no distance, it's nothing like that, but we just letting the people know about hip hop before the Nelly era, and and furthermore, and so forth. So it's no dissing here, it's none of that shit.
No
Just
malice.
real shit going on. You dig what I'm saying? So what you got for my man right now, Miss Phat Tuesdae? What's on your mind? What you got for my man?
Yeah, so we're
Cause I got questions all day.
well, yeah, cause
Trying to let you
see, really,
get in.
and I feel I'm just going a little disclaimer. I am not from St. Louis. You understand what I'm saying? So it's interesting when I'm learning about you all. So the first thing I do whenever he tells me something is I go Google it, trying to be like up on like, okay, whatever. But the majority of the story that I'm actually getting from you. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like enjoying listening to you talk because it's really not much, that I could background you on. So like a lot of the stuff that you said, I had no idea that y'all were actually doing so much because it's not publicized. You know what I mean?
Man, it's before the internet.
It's
before the internet.
An awesome thing.
Yeah, we was talking about the Y2K on our actual album. You know what I'm saying? Before the internet broke everything, and everybody had to have a World Wide Web address.
Yeah.
That's why I said we was coming home from Africa with those cameras that you had to develop at Walgreens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because nowadays, you can put everything instantly. You know what I'm saying? On Instagram, shit, you go somewhere, you put it out there. But I tell my story all the time, but a lot of people actually tell my story for me more than I do because I live so many lives. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit up there and beat the dead horse. Like, oh, I was the first to do it and I did this and that, but I feel like my work gonna speak for itself. So it ain't too many guys that came out of St. Louis, from Nelly to Chemo V to the track stars, the track boys. I mean, whoever you can name, I've been there, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure they know what I'm capable of doing. But St. Louis just ain't one of them cities where, they gonna throw a life jacket out for you. You know, you got to be able to cut for yourself. So you know what I'm saying. I've stayed in my lane. You know, I've been able to stay grassroots and still have my respect intact and be able to do more things that I feel like is more socially relevant than just trying to get on them shorts today.
Yeah.
But do you
So
feel? But do you feel
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of these artists, old school artists, feel? You dig what I'm saying? A lot of people might take it as bitter, and it's not fucking bitter. You dig what I'm saying?
Nah,
Because I feel the pain. But do you feel
love.
that you all doesn't get the recognition that you all deserve?
Oh, we don't. We definitely don't. I've never been quiet about it either.
yeah, I
A
think
lot of a lot of these groups scared to say our name, man. They scared to speak on Out of Order because they know Out of Order was the trendsetters. You know what I'm saying? We didn't need nobody to authenticate us. You know, when we did shows, the hood would show up in droves. We was the only ones that were able to have a midnight album sale, not even an album sale, but a single sale at 12 midnight to have lines wrapped around the building. We had lights coming out in the city like Batman in Gotham City. You know what I'm saying? Before we had a record deal and people was really showing us love. You know, you name one group that really was able to do that without having a national, you know, record label behind them. You know what I'm saying? We was one of the first groups to do it like that. You know, Nelly and them came to our autograph signing. You know, he knew what it was. He knew that our management team, Biscuit and Kool-Aid, was taking care of their tour when they first
okay,
started.
biscuits and Kool-Aid. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it is real funny because they two big old dudes. You know what I'm saying? They actually look like Biscuit and
Ah,
Kool-Aid. They're
they
my
sound
guys
big as
though.
hell.
Kool-Aid
Big
man.
shout out. You know DJ Kool-Aid, the OG man. You
Everybody know
know,
DJ Kool-Aid. You got if you ain't from St. Louis if you don't know DJ Kool-Aid.
right.
You
You know what
dig
I'm
what I'm
saying? He used to
saying?
ride
You know,
around from the
Snow,
Charlotte
I just
shotgun.
Chan,
said that.
DJ Snow is
This is
like
the
the
thing
you
about
know
men who
those
don't
DJs.
listen.
Straight
We
up
definitely
though.
should have had the rant about men who don't listen. I definitely should
Right.
have asked for St. Louis.
See,
Ah,
I
that's
don't be
why we
tripping off that shit though,
we
man.
teaching you. We know that. We
Uh,
D,
teaching.
I don't be having no malice in my heart for none of these cats that's actually came out of St. Louis. My only thing is I feel like they do themselves a disservice by trying to pedestalize themselves and act like they just not able to be, you know, touched. You know what I'm saying? You got to sometimes just come back to where it starts, you know, and show that you support other people, you know. And what I've been
but you
able to
gotta
do
be
was,
humble.
yeah, I mentor kids. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of my kids that I mentored, like big shout out to OMG Nunu, they got platinum plaques. You know, they producing Lil Durk and all them little new school rappers today. You know what I'm saying? I have a few artists that's come out and got major record placements. Like one of my artists, big shout out to this young lady named Uriel. She got signed and she did something with Metro Boomin on the Spider-Man soundtrack. So,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? It's really not just about me. It's about, you know what I'm saying, being able to do something that somebody can say, hey, because of him, I was able to do it. You know, so I just hope that St. Louis can get it together, you know what I'm saying, while I'm still doing it. Because I feel like what Andre 3000 said was dead wrong. You know what I'm saying? That may be true to him. But shit, I always got something to talk about. And as you get older, you know, hip hop is supposed to evolve with you. So no, you're not going to hear a work some, twerk some coming from KP in 2024, but
Right,
you will hear
right.
some, you know, but you will hear some that you can hear me talking about, you know what I'm saying? Because I changed with the times.
You know, and that's interesting when you talk about the Andre 3000 thing because I seen that and I totally disagreed. Also,
That pissed me off bad. And
it
that's
was
one of my
like
favorite rappers.
you can't say you ain't got nothing to talk about. You got a lot to talk about. You have a lot of knowledge to give. You have a lot of things to present to people that people don't know. You dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying? About the industry, about making music, about, you know what I'm saying, what you have to do, you know what I'm saying, to do certain things. You dig what I'm
Well, he's
saying? So
selfish. He's selfish. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I think it's an ego thing. Because once you think that it's up to you to not or to give up a gift, then God takes your gift from you. You see what I'm saying? So right now he's probably experiencing a whole bunch of writer's block. You know what I'm saying? Because he think the gift was for him to hold back or to give. It's for you to bless. If God gives you a gift, you're supposed to give it away. It ain't even so much about making money off of it. If it's a gift, you have to bless somebody else with it. So for him to still have the ability to do it and then say he's not going to do it and then offer up this flute album, it was kind of like weird, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't knock nobody's hustle. Like I said, ain't no malice. But as far as me, man, I could rap whatever. I rap with the young people. I could rap with the OGs. I'm timeless with this shit, man. I'm time traveling with rap.
All right, so now as we get past the gap, now we getting
Yeah.
past the gap and everything in St. Louis, cause we got, like I said, we had some good, battle rappers going on. We had the Hitman Hollers, the A Verb,
A
the
Bird.
Oops, the Oops. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Oops in the
saying?
building.
You dig what I'm saying? All
He
those
went to
guys. You dig?
politics.
All day long. And so now we get into the music barrier. We got some guys, you know what I'm saying, that's doing their thing, but not on a Nelly level. You dig what I'm
Right.
saying? And so now
Tell Cole.
we have this young lady, Sexy Red.
Yep.
And now what I'm gonna get into is me and Chemo, we had a conversation, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know really when he came on and did the interview, I didn't know this certain situation was going on with the Sexy Red Ski Yee song. You dig what I'm saying? And he was
Yeah.
explaining himself about where she had got the idea. Not that she stole the song. See, a lot of people was, I guess,
He talking about
misinterpreting. Yeah,
going dirty. Let me holler
yeah,
at
you
you.
know what I'm saying? And so what happened was, I guess people was trying to dog him out and saying that he's saying that she stole the song, which wasn't the case. He was just saying that she got the idea because, as you see, he had did an interview before she had did her interview, and the interview was basically asking why you do a song like that or what made you do a song like that, and basically he said what she said, or she said what he said, that it was trying to make a song saying how people holler at people, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
like talking
it's
to
a
people,
St. Louis thing, man. I don't
basically.
think nobody should be mad at that. You know what I'm
Right, you
saying?
dig? But they took it wrong. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Sexy Red got a lane because it's truly everybody got somebody little niece. Some of these little girls that come in these workforce programs and the prison program. There's a lot of people that are little sexy reds out there. It's a time in the season for everything. We just
But what
need
I was
more, man.
But what I
We
was
just need
getting to
more.
though, so what I
Hmm?
was getting to now, remember the Nelly time, when you had all these kind of, rappers coming out as we was talking about earlier. Now you
Yeah.
got the Sexy Red out. You dig what I'm saying? It's like another open door, another window for St. Louis. What do you think need to happen at this particular time while she got her thing going on? You dig what I'm saying? And it's an eye on St. Louis. What you think need to happen right now, especially with younger artists and stuff like that?
It's another one of them Nelly conundrums, man. It's like she broke into the pop world. So now that you're in the pop world, that's basically what the up and coming acts are going to aspire to be. They're going to want to have the most impact as far as shock value, as far as getting in places where you never seen trap rap or drill rap, whatever kind of rap you want to call that. It's basically making them set the bar a little lower. So I feel like it's not really going to help the St. Louis scene, but it will help the female scene because all somebody got to do next year is rap a little better and, be a little more raunchier, and they probably going to take her spot. And
And
it's no
that's where
shade,
my issue comes
no
in at with
shade,
that.
no
Like,
shade to Sexy Red.
yeah, no, definitely not Shay. I mean, hey, listen,
That's just
I
the game.
congratulate her. She living her dream. She doing what she want to do. It's the content for me. You know what I mean? It's what
Yeah.
you rap about. It's what you, and then to think, you coming out of St. Louis and that's your only lane. It kind of does drive the value down, on the type of female that you would find out here.
Yeah.
I told her, no,
Yeah.
I am not from here. She don't represent me. You got me
Right.
fucked up. I'm from Texas, where
So
Beyonce
basically,
and Megan is
what
from.
we saying here on the underground show
That's
is
real
that
what
it's
she
just
said.
another
But I'm
Nelly
not.
effect.
I'm not hating on her.
It's the Nelly
No,
effect.
no, we're not. That's
She
not what we're
should
doing. We
do
just
We're
being
not
something
hating
facts.
on
more
her at all.
positive with her
Not that.
image.
Right.
She came out with a whole lip line. I think we actually had that episode
We
here on
did.
this
We did.
show where she came out with a lip gloss line full of STD names.
I
Sold
remember.
out. Like so.
Like,
Well, that
and
shows you
sold
how
that
fucked
shit
up.
out. Like,
That
who the
shows you how
hell is
fucked up we are
ordering
as a society.
discharge green, nut
When you can
white,
market that.
booty hole brown? I mean, do you want this shit on your lip? I mean, like, this
Gonorrhea
is what
green.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, come on now.
Hey,
Like,
but that's
I
where
mean,
we
I
are
just
as a
think that.
society. That's why I was saying that it's some sexy reds in a lot of these women around the country. Because there's no
Definitely.
way that she could be
Definitely.
able to make it without it being relatable. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of work that we got to do grassroots wise in our own communities as
Well,
to
you
why
gotta say
Sexy
that
Red
then
is able to
because
market that. You
No,
know,
he
that's
right,
where we are.
and that's what I said. I'm like, well, I mean, can't nobody be mad at her. You see why she getting what she getting because it's a lot of
She
females that
sold
are
her
just
soul to
like
get some
her.
money like everybody else.
They are just like her. You know, it's girls in the hood. You know, fuck on their period. Got
Man,
STDs. Don't
they'll
give a
do it on
fuck,
OnlyFans for
man.
$8.99 a month.
You hear me? Real shit. So it's girls that do that. So when it's Sexy Red doing her thing, it's a lot of females that, hey, generate to her because they do that. She talking about
yeah.
them and also her. Real shit. You dig what I'm saying? So it's never no diss to her, but what we're trying to say, what we're trying to get to is, okay, is it another Nelly effect? As we was talking about, as you get into this type of world, instead of, because like we was talking about, if you don't let these type of groups get in, it's never no solid balance where we can continue on through the years and through the years where you got different type of artists with different type of sounds. Those sounds get ignored because it's one particular sound and everybody
Yeah,
goes
it's
with
worse,
that
bro.
same
It's
trend.
totally worse. You
You
know what I'm
dig
saying?
what I'm saying?
Because at least you would think that you would have to have some set of skills or some talent to even deliver the raps. But today's rap is like they don't need any
You ain't
skills.
gotta have no damn talent. All you gotta have is a nice little sexy ass body and
A
some
stupid
raunchy
booty.
ass shit. You ain't even gotta know how to rap for real. That
If
shit
you
you
could
gotta
twerk
make no
like look at
goddamn
Ice
sense.
Spice. I
All
feel
you
the
gotta
same
do is
way
just be
about Ice
sexy.
Spice.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no shade towards the young lady, but
It's
she don't really
definitely
have no
not.
talent, and she's just a talking head, and all she do is
See,
twerk.
I thought she was like I thought she was, ain't she slow?
I think so, man.
Something like that.
But I think
Well,
all of them are
but
though.
what's the
You know
new
what I'm
words you
saying?
supposed
And
to
ain't
He
say?
no
said I
no
think
shade.
all of them are. He's
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? I really do because you know the content. You gotta think the internet is forever. So everything that you rap about, everything that you put out there, when you dead and gone, that's what's gonna be remembered of you. You know what I'm saying? So my legacy way more serious than just trying to take a record deal, you know, just to put something out there. That's why you didn't see me. That's why I didn't get that record deal. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, like they say, they gotta lay on their couch. They gotta do some unspeakable things that they can't even look in the mirror, you know, after they get through doing them. So what's the point of getting a record deal when, you know, you already got somebody over your head that always got somebody over you that could fire you or could change your life into a living hell because they got a secret.
About
You know,
and
look
that's
what
what and
happened to
that's
Puffy. Look
me
at
and
it.
my people talked about that shit too. It's like, damn, dog. It's like these motherfuckers going here to suck a dick for a deal. Not only do they suck a dick for a deal, they suck a dick for a bad deal.
Man, these niggas sucking dick
they
just
just
to
out
be
here sucking
doing it.
dick for deals.
They
If you
ain't
think
even
that
getting no
sound like
deals
deals,
out
you
of the
can
shit.
choose it.
These
I'll
these
do
niggas
it.
these niggas sucking dicks
You
just to
say
get put on
360,
the
I'll
shelf.
take it. No.
Man, they up their shit and sat on the shelf.
My
And
brother,
it's not good.
me and my brother, cause we was talking about
Somebody
like he
microphone
would
is out.
do if they wanted a deal. Like, what would you do for a deal? And he was talking to some young guys or what have you. And he was, they was explaining each other, talking to each other. And they say, well, man, shit, I'll go all the way. Shit, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, all the way. What the fuck you talking about all the way? What? It's like, shit, man. If I got to, man, shit, I'll suck a dick just to get the deal. And I say, yeah, that's what I did when I
Wow.
first heard it. And I'm like, what, bro? What you say? He said, yeah, he said that. Like the little dude, I ain't gonna even name his name,
Yeah.
but the little
And that
dude
nigga will
said that,
kill all y'all
like,
for that motherfucking deal. If he willing to suck a dick to do like that, all y'all ass out of her.
like that shit crazy.
Man.
But
I
That
wouldn't
that
I
trust a
think that's
motherfucker
going
that
on.
desperate
that
Look,
type of
for
shit
anything.
I don't even focus on. It's too low. It's too
That's
low
way
down.
too motherfucking low.
You know, if you down to do
way
that
too
shit,
low.
man, you don't need to be in the game.
Exactly, at all. That is not the spot for you.
You
Flat
dig
out.
what I'm saying?
That's
Mm-mm.
horrible. But I know it's a lot of people that's down to get down like that. So that's one of the main reasons I keep my shit underground. I'm glad y'all support me. I ain't trying to have 1 million people listen. I'm just trying to have maybe 100,000 of the right people to listen.
You
You
dig
know
it?
what I'm
There
saying?
you go.
If I could get that, I'm cool, y'all. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
The right people.
Straight up.
So now, okay, so like I say, we from the gap, we into the new age stuff, we into what's going on. Do you think, do you think some way, somehow, somebody can break through that barrier of just that type of music. Because we got some guys out there, but they're not on their level. You dig what I'm saying? We got some guys that's doing things. We even got Big Boss Bet that's doing things. You dig what I'm saying?
Let me interject before y'all start naming off all these rappers. There is other genres of music out here that is just as awesome.
Definitely. We just talking
the
about
whole thing about it is that I feel like the industry is so flooded and saturated with just these rappers. You understand what I'm saying? So it's definitely hard to break through on that, especially when you got neo soul singers, you got R&B singers, you got these new blues, you got all this stuff that's happening right here, and everybody's so focusing on it. As soon as they got a showcase, everybody want to rap. Well, it's a million of you and like a handful of them. Because no one's looking for them, because no one's pushing them forward, because everybody want to be on this rap shit. So people like myself and other neo soul or R&B artists just don't even bother to show up. I guarantee you'll stand a much better chance of another genre getting on than another rapper.
That's so real. So what you're saying is
shit out here as it is.
So
and
what
the
you're saying
more
is St.
rappers
Louis,
they bring out, the stupider this shit get.
You ain't lying, man.
Because the shit don't make no goddamn sense.
I kind of echo them sentiments, you know, and at the same time, St. Louis is a little bigger. We more politically activated right now since Mike Brown, man. I feel like a lot of the real hip hoppers, such as myself and people like Bruce Franks, we have pivoted, and you'll see us making our mark in other areas other than hip hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not all over the world with my rap right now, but I am all over the world on the civil rights scene. Because it's a film that's on Netflix that was just got a deal with HBO Max, and it's called The Gumbo Coalition. And you can see me prominently featured in that film. So, you know, we use other
Coalition.
vehicles. It's called The Gumbo Coalition. Yep. It's
and
on,
so now,
Max.
as we get into that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I know Oops, you know, from back in the day. I knew him like personally back in the day. If I didn't tell you the story, his ass still owe me a goddamn apology. But anyway, he owed me a fucking apology. But you know, I think I told you a story from back in the day. I was probably one of the first guys to actually put him on for us getting music.
Right.
I'll tell you the story real quick. Just I'm gonna make it short though. All right. I was working at Applebee's. He was working at Applebee's. He was a real young guy. I was a bartender. I was going back doing some to-go orders. He was battling the little guy. The little guy was rapping. I wasn't even tripping out the little guy. I walked back, you know what I'm saying, do what the fuck I was doing. I come back, all of a sudden, Oops rapping, and I just stopped in mid-air. Like everything, I was dropping shit like, he said that? Whoa! You dig what I'm saying? From there, I had grabbed him up, hollered at him. And what I did, I put him in the studio. You dig what I'm saying? With music and stuff like that. And real quick. You know what I'm saying? Now, he could rap, but didn't know how to make songs. If you understand.
Right.
Like he could, the bars, you tell him what to rap about or how to do it, he crushing everything. You dig what I'm saying? So that was my development helping him do that. So anyway, I was had him put him on shows. You know what I'm saying? At first he had on music, he'll come on, he'll rap a cappella for me, then I come on, do my little show, what have you. I put him on that. So actually we started going to the studio and doing music. Actually we did about 3 or 4 songs together. Yeah. So it's just one song that I'm gonna say real quick. It was a back and forth song. And I ain't gonna even lie to you. Shit, I let his ass go. I said about 8 bars. That motherfucker said about 38 bars. I come back in, say about 6 bars. That motherfucker say about 42 bars. I come back
it was his show.
and say about 8 bars. It's your show. I'm just, I was like a fill in the blank motherfucker. You know what I'm saying on that song?
That's real.
He was going nuts. So
like Ali and Nelly.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it was a show we was doing, and we did his music, what have you. I told him to bring his CD. That was back in the day, Storm Days. And we was doing the show. I told him to bring the CD. He didn't bring the CD, his show CD. He got mad at me because I didn't have his music when I specifically told him to bring his CD. But then I was trying to solve the problem. Like, let me call my producer and let him get him on up here because we ain't performing till late anyway. And he'll play the music. But motherfucker got mad. And you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no tussle, but you know what I'm saying? I kind of had to, hey, man, dog, like, you can't fucking, right, you know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at me for you not having your music. You supposed to have your music. That's the first thing you
The
come
5
to.
P's, man.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
proper
But
preparation prevent poor performance.
you dig what I'm saying? But he learned, and later on, like I say, because he's doing a great job with the civil rights thing. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? He's
yeah.
doing a great job with
Big
the
shout
also
out.
the documentary that he put. So big shout out to Oops, but you still owe me
Yep.
an apology. You owe me an
Big shout
apology,
out.
motherfucker. You still owe me an apology. I still love you. You still owe me a goddamn apology,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
man. Hey, man, we've done a lot in the industry for people, man. You know what I'm saying? Just me and then my rap group Out of Order. You know, we wrote, I wrote for a lot of them at certain times, but as we got our record deal on, everybody had to hold their own weight. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't no more me writing, pulling off no Ice Cube. Everybody had to do what they had to do to make themselves relevant. And we were very competitive. So, that's really how Out of Order ended up growing together, but at the same time growing apart because so many different ideas was in one group, like a Wu-Tang clan.
So y'all didn't ever think of going independent at that time or
We
anything like
did.
that?
We did go
Okay.
independent, but like I said, once Sham had departed and got off with Zoe, and they did the track store thing, they got a deal out of that. So they kind of
Right.
it crushed our independent dreams, So Out of Order, they stayed with me, and we did probably about 30, 40 more songs. I got so many records that was done by Out of Order without Sham. It was a time period that we did a lot of music. So, it never came out because, as I said, the game changed, the digital divide happened, Napster started taking music, everything got on the internet, man. We used to make money off that stuff. We used to do demos, man. I could produce a demo for a person and be sitting up there getting like 3 bands. Nowadays, everybody can do beats on their phone. You know what I'm saying? Fruity Loops came out. Everybody that couldn't even play a keyboard can now make you a track. So the game changed on us.
Do you think it changed for the better or for the worse?
For the worst, let me answer that question.
I say both.
For the goddamn worst.
I say both. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got good music and you know how to use it, then it's good. But if you don't really have talent, you could kind of cheat the game a little bit. So it took away the actual hard work aspect, the raw
And that's
talent
the
of
point
it.
right there. Because
Yeah.
you ain't have to be talking about nothing. You ain't got to be
Yeah.
doing shit. All you got to have is the image that they think is marketable for a little while.
Be light skinned now.
With a bullshit ass deal
Hey, a light
so they can make more money off your ass.
Don't forget you got to be light skinned.
Oh, and light skin. Well, I don't know.
What's up, Port Thomas? What's up, my man?
I'm telling you.
Doing?
Well,
hey,
I mean,
name one dark skin. Name one dark skin artist that's been out that stayed out that they didn't finally just take down.
You talk about like Lil Wayne, Jasmine Sullivan,
anybody,
all them.
Anybody. They only stay for a little bit. But how long Drake been the man? How long did Drake been the man?
I think that it's got a, well, you know what, light skin
never been the man. I mean,
shit. I don't even.
They really do because Ice Cube ain't light skin.
Drake with the
That's been since Jackie Wilson.
I think I stopped listening to Drake with that
Tupac was light skin. Biggie Smalls fat ass show was light skin.
Tupac was loved after he was dead.
Oh, that's he was loved while he was alive.
He was loved by us. He wasn't loved by everybody like that. Tupac had them records. Yeah, Brenna had a baby and all the other stuff. But when he died, it was like everybody embraced Tupac. Because I was a Tupac fan before Death Row. A lot of people only liked him when he got with Death Row.
Way before Death Row.
And that was the wrong Tupac to like. That was the wrong Tupac to like.
They didn't know.
Met Pac.
Like, far as like hip hop heads, didn't know Pac prior to Death Row.
They sure did, man.
Whole nother total different shit, mixing in the thug life and mixing in all that stuff. But he had a lot of messages that was going on. You go to the first album, you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The second album. I got like all. I wish I had my CDs. So I got all, because you got a lot of CDs in the back. I seen you, boy. But
I got it all. Man, I got everything we grew up on.
My shit look like yours. But I got a lot of Tupac starting from then. You dig what I'm saying? And then
I got
you get
Panther Power.
Death Row, then you get all the main gangster shit. You dig what I'm saying? You need to listen to prior Death Row Tupac to really get Tupac.
See, Tupac was trying to make his way, and he kind of hit his peak when he weighed Me Against the World. Then when he got locked up, the only way he was gonna come back out was to go the gangster route. Cause when Suge got him out of jail, he basically sold his soul to him. Basically. You know what I'm saying? And then he got involved with that gang shit, which ultimately, brought him to a close end, a quick end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand that Tupac was actually the anti-gang nigga at first. But then he started claiming gangs.
Right.
So he got influenced too late in life. Nigga, I was banging my gang since I was 10 years old. And if you jump into the gang in your 20s, it's too late. That's just real talk. If you come from a neighborhood, you got to be in that neighborhood as a kid. You don't wait till you 19, 20, 21 or older than that to start claiming gangs. That's some jail shit.
That's some backwards shit.
Yeah, that's witness protection shit.
You dig what I'm saying? Hey, I'm 50. I ain't been a gang in 50 years, but
man, I ain't joined the gang yet, man. Let me jump me in. Get your ass beat up now. Your ass having a stroke. Get your dumb ass out of here.
He need protection.
Get your dumb ass. You don't need shit. You need
you know what they gonna do? They gonna extort your ass.
You need to get your ass whooped. You think
they gonna extort you?
Life, all of a sudden you wanna go back to the future and shit. I'm gonna be a blood. If you don't get your goof ass out of here, boy.
Man, that's just like Baby from Cash Money. Like him becoming a blood. That was goofy to me.
A lot of that shit goofy, you know what I'm saying? But it's the politics of, the industry and what they doing. You know what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers ain't like really putting in no work like no real bloods or doing no shit like that. It's just an affiliation where another blood gang can say, oh yeah, we Cash Money and I ain't getting no money though. You know what I'm saying?
You say Rico ass motherfucker?
Right.
You say Rico?
Kind of goofy, but it is what it is. But we got more shit to talk about. We finna get into another track, one more track, and we gonna come right back. Did I play all the tracks? Let me see. I played Story. I ain't played Rat Race, so we finna go to Rat Race by my man.
That's one of my faves. Big shout out to Kyle.
You dig it? Yeah, I see you had Young Teezy on that joint on that.
Young Teezy's on nice. The new Out of Order record. That's not really called a story, but it's called Dope Till Infinity. And they got No on there. It got Young Teezy, you know what I'm saying? And the other record got me and Nono and my son. My son won DC Mo. He's singing on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, They say that's the new Out of Order. You know what I'm saying? Because I got some shit to ask you when we come back after this Rat Race, man. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
This the Underground Show. Thanks all of y'all.
Bang it out. Salute both of y'all. Thank y'all for having me, man.
Good job coming in. Cairo Kid, he came in. You know what I'm saying? So we finna go ahead and get to Rat Race, y'all. This the Underground Show. You chilling with the RA Phat Tuesdae. My man, King James. Let's go.
Stepper with it too, knock him out of shoes. Add him out on the spot and watch him on the news. Cause only killing straight blacks. I know you love that ain't facts. But it is what it is when you with the shit. It's a real life boogeyman for them ghetto kids. It says a living window. The cost of living way up. Ain't nobody got no rules, so we y'all lose. St. Louis giving you the blues, now you gotta choose. The wrong side or the right. Another murder for the night. 300 dead, it's the L, need to be ashamed. They got a nigga jammed up, but you call him gang. Maintain is a rat. Race off to the top. I got a fire in my heart and it was burning, but don't start. If anybody with competition, we get them money wild. A lot of niggas ain't worth. They need to be up on the dirt. The self-faking at a long time, I fuck them all. I'm fly, middle finger to the world, and we alright, bye.
Damn why he had to go and do it to himself. Niggas ain't right, gotta play him to the left. Game so cold, it might freeze you to death. But the block so hot, better watch your step. Lane gang dudes, I don't waste my breath. I be cooking up a plan like a 5-star chef. I be bending all the rules, throw a flag on the ref. Schooling these dudes like I'm Imhotep, like the llama melt, the drama felt, the drugs are dealt is bad for health. The keys to wealth inside yourself, so find yourself. But baby, don't blind yourself like
race off to the top.
Yeah, boy.
Got a fire in my heart and it was burning, but don't start. If anybody with competition, we get them money wild. A lot of niggas ain't worth. They need to be up on the dirt. The self-faking at a long time, I fuck them all. I'm fly, middle finger to the world, and we alright. switch. Capital punishment from a hood full of gangsters. Raise the temperature, remind you what the dangers. They bang the hammer, gun stamina, not for amateurs. Hang the slammer over your head and get the camera. Never surpass me in level, you're just a manager. Executive level, bureaucratic to get to handle you. I'm man of my word when I'm serving the credibility. So what if a brother show love instead of killing me? Niggas is fake backstabbers saying they feeling me. I'm gunning them all and I'm packing heavy artillery. To maintain is a rat. Race off to the top. I got a fire in my heart and it was burning from the start. If anybody with competition, we get them out of you. A lot of niggas ain't worth. They need to be up on the dirt. The self-fating at an all-time high. Fuck them all, I'm fly. Middle finger to the world when we alright by. When we alright by. Nigga, when we alright by. When we alright by. A nigga, when we alright by. When we alright by. Nigga, when we alright by. Fuck them all, I'm fly. Middle finger to the world. When we alright by.
This the Underground Show, man. Y'all messing with your boy LC Razz, Phat Tuesday. Hey, dog, I just want to say, I always give you props, man, but I just want to say, dog, like, for real. You know, a lot of people heard me say this on my shows every time I have a interview, which we ain't had an interview in some years, but
Yeah.
it's the same thing, dog. You always like, dog, all your shit be just so different. You dig what I'm saying? It's always different messages and different songs, even if it's a whole song. You dig
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's always different
Yeah.
messages. It's always professionally done. The shit
Yeah.
always makes sense. My daughter always be talking to me and she be talking about music. When she hear this underground music, she be like, wow,
Yeah.
that shit tight. That shit makes sense though. Oh, that shit don't be making no sense sometimes. That shit right there. Shit, that makes sense. You know what I'm
Right
saying?
on,
And
man.
dog, for me, I hate that like a whole nine. I hate that out of order then make it into those trenches because I feel if like groups like that, even all stars, like those
Oh
raunchy
yeah.
hard groups,
Just
you know what I'm
black,
saying,
baby.
would have made to that type of sphere, we wouldn't have never even had a gap because we'd have still had a consistent flow. And also to the
Yeah.
young brothers, you know what I'm saying? What do you think even about the new young guys coming out and stuff like that? Do you feel like okay, like people do like a lot of remixes, okay? Like
Yeah,
they do a
yeah.
lot of remixes of people stuff. Do you think that artists should get down and do some remixes? Like I know we was talking about years ago about All This Cash. You dig what I'm saying? With the girl movement going on,
Yeah.
would that be tight if one of them girls come out and do All This Money, All This Cash?
That would be tight. I would like to see some R&B people mess around with it. I don't think the rap scene has showed enough respect to Out of Order
Ooh,
to mess with it. You know
ooh,
what I'm saying? They
ooh,
had to pay.
Rap
ooh,
scene. Y'all
ooh,
fucking up.
ooh.
Yeah, they had to
No,
pay
I ain't
for it.
even gonna speak to what we talk about, but y'all
Yeah.
heard. You know, me and you, Smith, that's our conversation. But
Yeah,
y'all,
they don't even want to mention our name, let alone try to,
y'all,
capitalize off us. Nah.
and do
We
you
good.
feel that?
We'll do it.
Do you feel that by not mentioning people's name, is it like a certain disrespect, or is you bitter, or is it just like a certain disrespect? What do you feel about
It's a certain disrespect and it's a certain fear. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you're intimidated by somebody, you won't mention their name, especially, I go through it in corporate America. I got a day job where, people that I've done things, I'm the reason why they have a job. But now that they rise in the ranks, when it's time for them to pay homage and say how they got where they are, they'll fail to mention your name. You know what I'm saying? But again, I say you can't wait on your reward from man, because if you're doing it for the right reason, then you know what God got for you can't nobody take from you no way.
This is hot.
it? I just
So
feel,
yeah,
me personally, because I'm from that era, and I
yeah,
feel like that a lot of the groups and the artists don't get the respect, and I
they
feel
don't.
like that's why I did well, you know about it. I did Take This Dick, which is a remix of Black Pearl's My Dick.
But
Because I'm a nasty rapper, so this is my thing.
I
You dig
used to
what
be. I'm
I'm
a recovering nasty rapper.
Lord Jesus, you be speaking much.
so I rap about shit like that, and I took my dick and made the remix, and I felt like, and I'm the first artist in St. Louis to remix a classic, so I'm gonna take that. Y'all don't have to give me my flowers. I'm gonna give you my own flowers because I know I'm the first one to remix a classic. You dig
Man,
what I'm
we should
saying?
do it. That's big.
But and my thing is, you know what I'm saying? I think it should be a lot of remixes of classics from St. Louis because there's a lot of great songs that
It
came back
is.
post Nelly. You
Just
dig what I'm saying?
another
Just go
brother from the
listen to 'em.
Lou because I chill.
You
Stay in
know
the
what I'm
man,
saying?
man. Yeah.
That's all the older rappers are saying. That's all they're saying. It's no like this to the young rappers. It's no confrontation. It's no bias. It's no hey I hate you. I hate you. It's no none of that shit. It's about respect, and that's why I'm doing this history, and I'm
Yeah.
doing a lot of old school artists. So
Yeah.
y'all, it's keep coming. Everybody gonna say the same thing. We're older. We're not bitter. We're not
Right.
mad. We don't give
Right.
a fuck if you don't. At the same time, we do deserve it
Yeah.
because we paved that way for you, for people to come in your ear to even make you believe that you can even do this type of music.
That's
There
exactly
are
right.
groups before Nelly, and that's all we saying because I
Man,
get tired of hearing,
too many groups.
oh, hip hop started after Nelly. No, the fuck it didn't. It was
Right, right.
way,
It damn near ended with them.
you digging what I'm saying? Hate to say that, but as
The
we
golden era was
specified,
dying by the time he got that record deal because it kind of changed us and made everybody want a record deal. We didn't care
yeah,
about if it was dope. We now
yeah,
now we start making, hey man, you gotta make a radio song. Hey man,
yep,
you gotta make one for the babes. We
yep.
stopped, just making purely good music.
Period. Good music. Like life is like a whirlwind. It
Oh
wasn't no
man,
booty shaking
tailor made,
song.
baby.
It wasn't no song where you gonna go to the club and hey and all that shit. It was a straight classical song. It was the stuff that
Clientele.
we was
We
living in.
love that.
And I hate the way
Clientele.
that Nelly did those guys because those guys should have been in that type of atmosphere also because of the company they kept. You dig what I'm
Oh
saying? And
yeah.
because what they provided. They
Oh
provided
yeah.
a classic in St. Louis. You dig what I'm saying?
Man.
So it's
Much
about
respect to the lunatics, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I just feel like they need to not air their dirty laundry and their grievances no
Let's get
more.
to that. Let's get to that because not once have you aired none of your group's laundry. You kept it
No,
this what it is and this what it is, and I respect you totally for that. And I
for
would
sure.
never get you into trying to do that because I
Oh no,
respect
I
you
love
enough.
all my brothers.
Right, you dig
Shit,
what I'm saying?
Shan
So
produced my newest stuff. I mean, you know
you
what I'm
dig what I'm
saying?
saying?
We
So for
still
them
connected.
to have this confrontation and to air all the dirty laundry and stuff like that. Lunatics, y'all family. I'm like Murph Lee. Murph Lee really wanted to get together. It's a lot of things that went
Big
on.
shot to
And like
Murph.
I say, we understand. I know Steve Blass, also one of the producers that produced some
Steve
songs
Blast. I
too.
know brother Blast too.
You know what I'm saying? Me and Blast grew up together. But
That's right.
I say, Lunatics do need to come back together and do another album because this is St. Louis. You dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm like Murph Lee. Like, let's do that. We understand Nelly is still at the peak and he's the man. We can't never deny that. Ain't
Right.
nobody denying that. You did
Right.
unbeatable. You ain't nobody denying the shit. We just
Right. But when you get off the ego and the nut riding tip, let's all be men and just make good music.
period. That's all we saying. That's all we saying. Get the Lunatics back together. Let's get those out of order records like just one more spin. Hey, people,
Man, I
y'all
wish we could
represent.
bring that shit back, man. Out of order and the Saint Lunatics, man, we used to rule the Saints. We used to rule the palace. You know
And
what I'm
y'all know
saying?
that.
That was
They know
back in the
that.
day, bro. We should do it again just to commemorate it.
You dig what I'm saying? How would
Yep.
y'all feel about that? Y'all holler at me. What y'all feel about that? How would y'all feel about that? And that's what I said. I was talking to somebody and they say, hey, what you should do? Fuck that shit. Just bring all the old school STL rappers and shit. I'm like, dude, I'm like 10 steps ahead of you, dude. I'm like 3 interviews in already.
Right. Right. That's real shit, D.
Do
Nah,
you?
that's real shit.
It's history time. I just feel it's history time and for everybody perspective. You dig what I'm saying? Chemo
Let's do
V,
it.
from your perspective, you dig what I'm saying? From
Yeah.
everybody's perspective, you dig what I'm saying?
Everybody
And
got a
for the
story.
stuff that I be saying about the shit that I'm just not the only one saying because all the interviews I had, everybody saying the same thing. You dig what I'm saying? And that's all I'm just trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Give our people their homage, give them their flowers, do them remixes. Even Chemo B say, oh man, I'm not worried about no Sexy Red, but I wish she'd do a remix to Nina Pop.
Right, right. Do a
You know what I'm
remix to
saying?
Ebony Eyes.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Do some Ebony Eyes.
Yeah.
hey, put us in that category where, all we want to be. This is our real perspective as us as old artists. This is our perspective. We want to be respected just as fucking New York.
Yep.
We want to be respected just as fucking California. We want to be respected just as fucking Atlanta. They all speak on all they old school artists, all the motherfuckers.
I
They
know,
always
man.
represent. We're the only ones that don't represent. That's all we saying because
Yep.
we did a big thing in hip hop too that people don't put us at. And if you are not pursuing that and letting motherfuckers know, it's just gonna fall into shambles, and we're just gonna be just like another city, like any other city that also did things for hip hop, but their artists are not. But you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
we
Having
not
no
making it
history and stuff
attractive
like
to the
that.
young generation, man, and because of that, and us not selling our story, they're not getting that messaging. You know what I'm saying? So when we come around, they like, oh, this is brand new. I ain't know nothing about that. But we got to begin to put it in their face. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, educate these young people. We got to mentor the young rappers, man.
All
And
day long.
that's the disconnect that I see in St. Louis right now is that
He got stuck for a minute, but that's what we're doing. That's why the underground show is doing all this history
They
of
got
St.
his
Louis.
mouth.
We just
He got
begun.
his face stuck.
We just begun, y'all, to let you all know the history of
He
St.
like
Louis.
he getting ready to hit one of them Tyrese notes.
Yeah,
La
he
la
gonna come.
la la
Yeah,
la.
we just letting people know about the history of the Lou, man, really for real, and how shit really began, and people that went through the struggle and did produce music and did have actual deals and did bring artists in. Like I specifically talk about, we always talk about the Silks Moving Coyote. You know what I'm saying? Like before them. Prior to them, there was Six Moving Coyote. They brought motherfuckers from California. They brought DJ Quick, AMG, who also they got the remix with AMG a Trick with the Good Rap. You dig what I'm saying? One of the first groups in St. Louis to actually get a deal. You dig what I'm saying? We talking about the first albums that was made in St. Louis. You know, the second album that was made was by Dangerous D and Charlie Chan. So it's a lot of deep history with St. Louis. We got Ram Love. We got One Man Stand. You dig what I'm saying? Like we got a lot of artists that paved the way and did big things in St. Louis to put us on the map. You dig what I'm saying? For people not to actually acknowledge. And it's just acknowledge. No one's bitter. No one gives a fuck about what you're doing, nothing like that. It's just an acknowledgement to make St. Louis a mecca. That's what we're trying to do, is make St. Louis one of the meccas of hip hop also, because we did a lot of shit also that's untold, that's unseen. Because you got to understand also that we are part of the era where we didn't have no fucking Facebook or no
Welcome
YouTube.
back.
We ain't have none of that shit. We ain't have that shit where you can see actually, like, to see the shit that we did way before y'all or what have you. You dig what I'm saying? So go ahead, my man. Now we ain't time out. You timed out.
I can't hear you.
Y'all hear me? You hear me?
I can hear you.
Probably just gotta put the mic back on.
I think he's stuck again.
KP.
Oh Lord.
You silly. Yeah, but what you feel about what we was talking about and everything? Phat Tuesday, you know what I'm saying, of what you've learned about some of the history of going on in St. Louis, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I can see where you coming from, like they should definitely, pay more homage to the people before them. And that, Nelly was not, but me not being from here, you understand what I'm saying? Nelly and the St. Lunatics were one of the first, groups that I have ever heard of that came out of St. Louis. So yeah, you pretty much tend to think that it starts there. But then, you meet people like King James and you know what I mean? Like the other guys, that we've had on the show or whatever, you realize, okay, it's a little deeper than that.
Yeah.
And y'all are definitely right. Some light definitely needs to be shed on that. So
And that's all that those guys are saying. There's gonna be more history told. There's gonna be more guys that's coming on talking about more stuff that's happening in St. Louis. Like we can even look at Payback. To me, Payback is like a Slim Thug type. You know what I'm saying? From Texas to me, Payback is like that type of guy. You dig what I'm saying? We just have so many artists that did so many things and paved the way for these artists to even think they can get into groups or think they can do it or even make it out of St. Louis because St. Louis is just such a gritty place to be. You dig what I'm saying? But with that being said, how you been doing anyway?
I've been good, actually. I just had a birthday Monday.
Yeah, your birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
I was drunk. My
Happy
birthday lasted 2
birthday.
days. It started New Year's Eve and stopped when I passed out. My actual birthday, January 1st, when we made it back from the last club.
That's all right. That's what you're supposed
I
to
was
do.
so
Birthday.
ashamed.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
passed
Pass
out on the
out.
couch and I had to crawl up the stairs.
Oh, you
And then I
crawl?
passed out on the toilet.
Oh, you passed out on you hugging the
And
toilet, hugging
they
that pearl
left me
bowl,
there.
hugging that pearl
Motherfucker.
bowl,
You say what?
hugging that pearl bowl.
Man, look. It was over
Oh,
with. You know,
oh,
I
man.
am not a drinker. I am more of a smoker, but I decided to turn up that night. So, well, those 2 nights, it was the worst. So I probably won't drink no more for the rest of the year.
Well, let's end our viewers out with a topic real quick. King James out here. He texted me, said he had to leave anyway, and he was getting stuck in everything. We got like 14 minutes. So we're going to end them out with a quick topic right quick, talk about some stuff. Because tomorrow night we're going to, I know you'll be at work, but I'm coming back on, and we're going to talk about some of the topics that we actually had, and we're going to re-go back to this topic. But if you is available, you know what I'm saying, come on the show, because that's what we're going to do. So let's go to this
We'll
topic
see how
real
I
quick.
go.
Yep.
For one, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, matter of fact, any fast food restaurant, if you think that you're a grown-ass man working in a fast food restaurant is okay, something is wrong with you, all right? Leave those jobs to the teenagers. My nephew can't even get a job right now because there's some grown-ass man in his goddamn 40s flipping my goddamn burger. Okay? Let it go. Leave it alone. That job is not for you. Anything in retail, okay? I don't want to see no grown-ass man handing me a dress, okay? Why are you a grown-ass man working at Ross? That makes absolutely no sense, okay? Target, Marshalls, like, guys, give it up. Leave these jobs to the kids. Leave these jobs to the teenagers. These are jobs you get in high school, in college. But once you're a grown-ass man, you do not need to be working in any fast food restaurant or any retail restaurant. And for you high-value men that think that it's high value to work for the city, let me tell you something. You're absolutely wrong, all right? No police officers, no firefighters, no construction workers, no mailmen, no post office. If you consider that a high value man, you're absolutely wrong, okay? There's nothing high value about making $70,000 a year. You men that think working for the city is high value, it's actually not, okay? It's pathetic. It's sad, all right? I don't want my husband coming home smelling like trash. Yes, we do need people to take the trash out, but don't come to me thinking that that's a high value job. Absolutely not, okay? You guys need to go get some real careers, okay? Become an entrepreneur or something, all right? Own a Lamborghini or something. Like, you guys thinking that you driving around here in a fucking Toyota and thinking that you're a high value man because you work for the fucking post office. You're absolutely wrong. Stop it. All right. You're low value. All right. And if you want a high value woman like me, you need to switch your career path. There's a list of
There you have it. She did ass wrong, but at the same time, she won't what she won't. And I ain't gonna lie, yo, she's sexy than a motherfucker. So I mean, I guess, you know, she can think like that. But that's absolutely wrong. That is spoken out of the mind of a gold digger. All of it, you know. Now, I will say she do got a point when it come to places like McDonald's and, you know, Wendy's and fast food. That should be where you go in to develop job skills. You should not be a grown motherfucker on the grill. Now, granted, you know, if you in a management position, I can fuck with that, because you need to monitor these kids. You understand what I'm saying? I totally get that. Don't want to fuck up the whole establishment. But she do got a point there. As far as working for the city, bitch, you was gonna do it. Is your ass finna get out there and do it? You understand what I'm saying? And it don't matter. Their value to you is if they're valuing themselves, if they're making a living to themselves. This motherfucker isn't born to fucking serve you. You ain't the Messiah. I mean, she's sexy than motherfucker. She could be somebody Messiah. She ain't everybody Messiah. You understand what I'm saying? So,
well, for one, I'm with you with the one point. She got one little point, like little big point. Because I'm a person that say that I'm like, man, I'm not finna go working on motherfucking McDonald's, dude. I'm not.
I'm
I
not
mean,
doing it.
even though I ain't shit but a server, you know what I'm saying, at Cracker Barrel, what have you. But I'm like, still, I'm not finna work at that type of establishment. I'm not gonna go there to McDonald's. So she have one little point. That's one little point because at the end of the day, if you have to do what you have to do, and that's the only job that's going to provide you money, you're already going to take your ass, grown ass, to McDonald's, and you are going to flip those burgers. So to down what she is like we said on one show, she's one of those ladies that's one of those high thinks she's high value and got a hold to one of those guys with money or what have you. So her perception of guys is this perception that she just left, who she doesn't have no more. Evidently, she ain't got no man. Evidently, she's single. You dig what I'm saying? Just getting fucked by guys or what have you. What's going on? Because, like you say, she is a very attractive woman, but she is one of those women that who have got attracted to that type of, you know what I'm saying, atmosphere. You dig what I'm saying?
The
That type
gold
of
digger
guy.
lifestyle.
Right, you
She,
dig what I'm
she,
saying?
she, she. You could definitely tell. She
Right.
definitely a high price one.
Right. So we really can't down her because she's that type of, you know what I'm
Can't,
saying, had that type of, you know what I'm
can't.
saying, but at the same time, she's
Because
wrong.
unless you've been there, there's no
Right.
way you could possibly identify with what this
Right.
woman is
Right.
talking
You
about.
dig what I'm saying?
Because whenever you're accustomed
Right.
to a certain amount of lifestyle and people
Right.
make you feel like that you entitled to that shit, you understand what I'm
Right.
saying? And you know other people
Right.
can provide it, you gonna keep going for them people. You put yourself in a circle
Right.
with those people.
Right.
Now
That's
she
true.
would be
Right.
wrong if she was down here with us. You understand what I'm saying? Talk about
Right.
what the fuck you can't have.
Right. Which still she is wrong, but at the same time,
I
in
mean,
her
she wrong, but
atmosphere,
she entitled to her
right.
opinion.
And
This
she
is what her
right.
world look like.
Right.
Her world don't look like mine.
At all. You know what I'm
Shit,
saying?
cause I take a nigga smell. He coming from a city, John smell like trash, baby. Your bath water is ready. Your shower is going.
You know what
Let's
I'm
get it.
saying? But for
Not
young
that shit
ladies
at the
that's
job.
down here living that type of life, that's not the type of message that someone needs to present to someone. You dig what I'm saying? Because you can't down the value of a guy because of his job or what he's doing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because the value is the value to the family and what he provides to the family. Because sometimes it's more than just money. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That it provides to the family. You dig what I'm saying?
yeah,
For us protection, you know what I'm saying? Acknowledgement, you dig what I'm saying? For us putting people in check, you know what I'm saying? Keeping family together. So it's more that comes with when you say the value of a man. It just doesn't specify as money. So is she right on her perspective? She's totally right on her perspective. But is she wrong for real? Yes, she's definitely wrong because anybody that's trying, because you can have a McDonald's job and then be working two jobs and doing what you have to do for the family. You dig what I'm saying? That's what a man does. You dig what I'm saying? It's not the type of job that he have, is what he's doing with that job. Now, if he working at McDonald's and a crackhead, I mean, what the fuck? I mean, that's your fault.
shit.
That's your fault.
McDonald's paying. You got
You with him,
McDonald's
that's your
fucked up.
fault.
Ain't they at like $15, $16 an hour now?
I mean, that don't mean shit.
Shit,
That just
McDonald's
blended in.
bussing.
That ain't shit. That just blended in with, you know what I'm
That's
saying, with
actually pretty
the
cool for
prices that's
a
going
kid
up,
to have.
inflation,
Nice
and
little
all that
chunk of
ain't shit.
change.
That's still 720. Every time they go up a little bit, 50 cent or a dollar, that's just blended in with the inflation. Is what's actually finna happen. You know what I'm saying, in the world. That shit. When you go to McDonald's right now and go get paid $16 an hour, I bet you be in the same goddamn situation that you was in 5 goddamn years ago. Still can't get
More
that
than
car.
likely.
Still can't get your credit up. Still can't afford that rent. That one house that you wanted, you can't get the house. You gotta stay at that house because that house that you can't do it. You're gonna be in the same fucking position that you in. All it is, when they increase these wages and stuff like that, it's letting you. It should give you alert that shit is going
Yeah,
up.
shit's about to go up. Yeah.
Anytime they say, "Oh, we finna give you $3 extra," yeah, cause shit finna go up $10 extra. I bet you is. Bet you in the same predicament. You're in the same situation. You ain't making no progress. You dig what I'm saying? Because the wages is just to keep you cool. It's not to keep you happy. It's not to keep you traveling. It's not to keep you going to buy no motherfucking Gucci. It's not to keep you to buy Jordans, even though we do. We go buy Jordans and then our electric cut off the next day, even though we do that stupid shit. You dig what I'm saying? It's just to keep us in a certain predicament at a certain level. It's not to uplift us or raise us, because if that's the case, then they'd be like, okay, well, shit going up, we're just going to give you $30 an hour. No, they're not doing that. They're giving your ass $16 an hour, and we stuck in the same motherfucking position. Now, back to the subject, though. Do she have a point? She have her point. That's her opinion because she lived in that lifestyle, so we can't really dog her, but she is wrong. She's wrong. That's that. Phat Tuesdae.
That's it.
That's that.
Mm-hmm.
We finna get about this bitch. Hey, we
Yeah.
hope y'all enjoyed the Underground Show. Next Wednesday, I ain't gonna tell you who we got, but it's more history of hip hop in St. Louis. It's so many artists. That's what I'm saying. We just really begun. We got Payback. We got the All Stars. We got fucking Rucker Puff. Man, we got fucking God damn. We got Odie. We got, oh my God, it is going fucking down through this year. So y'all stay tuned to the Underground Show. Now tomorrow we're gonna talk about some subjects. We're gonna get on the topics. We hope the Phat Tuesdae be able to come in and everything. But tomorrow y'all tune in at 8 o'clock. Then Friday y'all know the playlist. Then y'all know Saturday Louisville Radio. Y'all know where to find me. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, tickety, talk, motherfucker, and snappity, Snapchat, chat, motherfucker, all that good shit. To Phat Tuesdae.
Yes. So y'all can find me on. I'm sorry, I'm getting the address down. So what? Y'all can find me on Phat Tuesdae at everything. On everything. That's Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that. Also, Thursday nights. If you in St. Louis and you would like to meet me and come have a drink with your favorite bartender, I will be at CW's. That's 2600 Natural Bridge. So
you
y'all
had to see
can
that,
at your girl.
yeah.
Yep.
You had to see that. See that still going down.
Yep, that's where I'm. Yep.
I ain't no see that still going down.
His old ass is still in business.
That's all. That's good.
He
Hey,
is
that's
definitely
good.
there.
See
You
Dubs,
should
man,
you
back
should
in
you
the
should
day.
definitely come through.
Boy, I mean, back in the day, that's all we spent. Hey, man, we're going to see Dubs, man. We're going to see Dubs early, then we get hit the East Side later on. We're going to hit C Dubs right now. Yeah, shit, that's all right. Y'all go check out C Dubs, man. That's all right. When I get
Yeah,
to
definitely
some
come
nice
check him
stuff,
out.
come check
Come
you
check
out
us
for a
out.
minute. And when y'all go to see Dubs, put up on your phone the Underground Show, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all be on
There
y'all
you go.
phone.
Tag and
Y'all
send
be
me.
doing shit. Y'all be on your phone, so y'all put up the Underground Show, subscribe,
Right.
do all that good shit.
I'll be there.
All right, y'all. We out this motherfucker. We gonna go out with Rolling by King James, member of Out of Order, the legendary group from St. Louis. Like I said, y'all tune in for more legendary shit, more history of the Lou, because we got way more artists with way more different stories. It's going down. This is the Underground Show, LC Razz, Phat Tuesdae.
Love you. Thank you for watching.
Peace. See y'all tomorrow night, Friday night, Saturday night.
I'm feeling like winning cause I've been losing bad. So many come with excuses, I can't be using that. So here's a list of some actions you should restrain from. Number one is self-hating cause it's plain dumb. And number two is being jealous of another. If your insecurity stop you from helping out a brother or a sister who's in need. Overconsumed with greed to fabricating your game. It gotta be number three, so from my feet to my fitted. Hustle seeking, go get it. Number deuce, don't be a quitter. Never cease and desist it to make it freeze like a blizzard. I'm slaying heat, I'm committed. Deep in your heart, you know you chicken shit. Those streets will reveal it. I pop like grease in the skillet. Fading G's in the village. Young and say they got that gas, and when it's decent, you feel it. But when it's boo boo, I smell it like Bill. I don't inhale it. Half of the world is illiterate. People barely can spell it. So if the streets can't sell it, dog, I can't help you. Cause I'm dealing in doty, I'm pushing nothing but pressure. Pipe up, ain't fucking with low key, I'm turned. Put the oven on 600 and you will get burned. My hustle ethic is second to none. Get it cause you never knew where your blessings come from. Don't hate me cause the people label me the golden one. The way I heat it daily gotta be the smoking guns. You can catch me rolling one. 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 Burning my problems away in ashtrays. Don't be poking fun. Just know that you can catch me rolling one.
Taste by 99, still grinding Cinderella. Can't even feel the rain, they scheming on the weather. I just see the sky, can't sell me no umbrella. Sell me no umbrella. Can't sell me no umbrella. Feasting on the brakes, still fasting on the cheddar. For banana woods, I'm rolling up banana. And if you're rolling hemp, you're only rolling better. Only rolling better. You're only rolling better.
Flashing lights, city lights, a moral life. We living bright from the day to the night. St. Louis ain't rap tight. These niggas losing their life cause they jeans been too tight. But I'm DTF, not DTF. So if you come with that F shit, then you D for death. I make some money and go. Let these hoes be hoes. Smoke some weed with a freak. Real hitters know me. I'm strategic as fuck, so I barely be effing up. But if I did, so what? Cause players be effing up. I'm in the cut like a booty hole. Never been penetrated. Keep it with me so much. My niggas say I'm constipated. My dudes so underrated, but got nothing to prove. This is it, like Paul Pierce. Facts, the truth. We make moves, making a move. Snoozing your loss. What's good when wings stop without the lemon pepper sauce?
My hustle ethic is second to none. Get it cause you never knew where your blessings come from. Don't hate me cause the people label me the golden one. The way I heat it daily gotta be the smoking guns. You can catch me rolling one. You can catch me rolling one. You can catch me rolling one. You can catch me rolling one.